I mean, 2012 was a very wonderful time to be online. Now, I would say that was peak Twitter at that time, at least for me. I mean, that was like year three of our podcast.
Oh fuck, we're live. Oh my
Yes,
god.
yes,
Yeah, that was about year three, year two, year three of 3BG at that point. Kind of still in our early infancy.
First of all,
You know what?
good.
Just started. I'm like, damn.
Hold on. First of all, good day, everyone. Welcome to Three Black Geeks. Like, share, subscribe, follow us. Go to our website. You know what to do. We are talking the Django Unchained. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The D is silent. Django Unchained.
Django, you black son of a bitch.
I just wanted to say that because it does sound hilarious when you are a racist individual and you are intentionally saying the name of the star character incorrectly.
Hi, Walter Goggins.
White people really think that hurts us.
Jamar.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, Deontay Shante.
Hey, CJ, hold up. I gotta go. Hey, CJ, I gotta go. CJ, I gotta go one for you. This isn't basketball, J-Rock.
Like sounds like a fucking 90s 90s white bully. That's all that is.
Sir, that was
white bully.
90s white bully.
Sir, that was 2001 when that line was said.
You got sir? Was it
you, Chris?
No, that was actually how high.
Okay.
And Chris, 90s white bully is, hey, Bukowski, what I tell you about coming over here, nerd? Let me tell you something, wuss.
It's the this.
Wuss was the TVY7 version of calling him a pussy. I love hearing those dudes. Hey, Kowalski, what I tell you about being around here? Time for the swirly, nerd.
Let's be real. Hold on, let's be real. 90s bullies are just remnants of 80s bullies.
And then also racism like this.
Oh, that's my favorite.
That early 2000s sism in movies.
That particular one was 1998, sir. That was good old 98 Chris Rock.
But guys,
going in on a Chinese villain. You technically got the green light to say that.
But guys, you gotta understand, this is Django Unchained, but we're going back for white people, back to a time where, I guess America was great. What year was America great for them? Like, when was it pure? Niggers are not talking. By the way, I mean that. We're going to say nigger a whole lot. Get ready for it.
I just want to say this.
Buckle up.
The magic word, if current events is any indication, that 1950s Jim Crow era. That's what they love.
Nah, this is what they love, y'all.
Curtis, what do you think? Oh, now you know I ain't allowed to think. Motherfucker.
I have sat on that clip for exactly 2 full years.
The payoff is delicious.
I said, when am I ever going to use that for Three Black Geeks? Today was the day. But we're going. Y'all.
I love the long form storytelling there with that D. That is wrestling long form.
Oh, no.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Sweet Jesus.
Look, Vince Man was a motherfucker, but I learned a lot from that. I learned a lot from that shitting on women.
D, make it very easy. We learned a lot from that sexual deviant.
Yeah, exactly. I will say this though.
Going to spit out all of my fucking water when you said that.
I will say this though.
I mean, listen. Say what you want about him. The man knew how to book. Okay?
Hey. Did you see when Triple H and Undertaker stood in front of each other and say nothing, man?
I still I still say hands down that moment in, I think it was either SmackDown or Raw. Stone Cold and Triple H both hit the stunner and pedigree at the same time right before the show went off the air. And I'm like, why did you stop?
I'm sorry. I've been listening to I think that's I forgot what podcast it is, and I gave it a curse the other day.
Oh yeah, with Thunder.
Yesterday. The Thunder, the worst Thunder of all time. In D's opinion, one of the best episodes of WCW. Period. Anyway.
Anytime you have Kevin Nash booking everybody and he's on commentating,
he booked the whole show for the boys, and you can fucking tell. Oh my god, a dude that got everybody on the roster involved at the same time, shitting on everybody. I loved it. Anyway, so
favorite nations, so great.
Anyway, we're done.
But here's
we were at a much simpler time.
I don't think I talked about this when we did the Crazy Eights with Quentin Tarantino with regards to like the black community. It's kind of funny how like we have like this weird relationship with Quentin where we know he's not racist. He's a guy that clearly loves black culture, right? In a good way. It's not like on some Michael Rappaport, I hate you. Like, why do you consume our stuff tier? It's just Quentin loves it.
What are you talking about, man? We're all from New York. I see nigga all the time.
Look, Michael, it was between you and Marky Mark, and I like the Funky Bunch.
Me and I still best friends.
And I like the Funky Bunch, but you lost by the
What are you talking about? You know what? You're a fucking nigga. And I think that's the reason why you don't fucking like me.
Like I said, we like the Funky Bunch, so you lost by the
he really did lose that one.
Won't you go up in like a watchtower and like shoot somebody from there? Won't you do that, nigga?
Did he shot Tyra Banks, who clearly was not the greatest track star of all time?
Shot Tyra Banks, guaranteed the fourth best hurdler in that school. She shot. God, we gotta do higher learning. We have to do higher learning now. Oh, that is like for real. Also, real shit. That's like our third time within the year of 2000 of this year of bringing up higher learning. We're doing higher learning. I got to get us to do that as soon as possible.
But our relationship with Quentin is very weird. Where we have every reason to hate him, and then like Django came out, and we just loved him. But then after the honeymoon period was over, we were like, why do we hate him again?
You know what? I'm tired of new niggas.
Yeah,
I'm tired of y'all. So we get new niggas every 10 years, and it's all right. It's all right. Every now and then, even we act like new niggas. Hey guys, I think racism might be. No, it ain't over yet. You know, everybody gets starry-eyed every now and then. It's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, government shutdown, crazy.
But I really hate. This country's doing fine. We're doing fantastic here in the United States. Hi to all of our viewers and listeners from Brazil, Germany, and the fucking Philippines. Don't come here. Don't come here. They don't like none of you right now. All right. All right. If you're German coming in here, they're gonna blame you for some shit that he didn't even do. They're gonna like, you brought Hitler back. Like, no, we didn't. And they like point at Elon Musk or some shit. I don't know. It ain't a good time for y'all either. All right.
No, just
put it this way.
No, just to keep it real.
If you're Australian. If you're Australian, I think it's the perfect time to come to America.
No, D, wait a second. We all know the golden rule. If you are any darker than the shade of more milk than coffee, oh, you getting shot.
Sir, if you come in here looking like a Twix bar, we're gonna have to detain you.
If you come in here looking darker than the light brown colored pencil from the Crayola joint, you getting what
the guys are saying is at any point in time.
If you come in this country too bronzed, be prepared to be detained.
What the guys are saying is that at any point in time,
if it doesn't wash off within 2 hours,
what people need to understand
if somebody compared your skin to a pity, maybe it's a good time to come to America.
What they're saying is that, you know, if at any point in time during this episode, ICE kicks down the door and they put any one of us in handcuffs.
Hold on. Hey, just gonna have to put it out there because I know a couple of y'all out there, especially you Filipinos that listen to us. If you do this with your neck and it's a hint of brown, you better start talking pure English and saying I love in this country and go as stereotypical as possible.
Okay,
'Cause
USA.
Yeah, because white folk love stereotypical shit. All right, so I'm just saying, if you want prepared, this how niggas do it. Freeze, freeze blood person. So I ain't gonna. I'm sorry.
I shit myself.
Please don't kill me, Lord. Don't kill me. I'm sorry, sir.
But nah, like this.
I mean, otherwise, hey, Chris, otherwise, you could just pull an Omar and just jump out of a 4-story window.
Yeah,
and
break your
somehow
leg,
survive
and then,
on some Spider-Man stuff.
Well, you break your leg and you pop it back in place and you just walk on a limp for a while.
or you just unfortunate.
All off screen.
Hey, or guys, you're unfortunate, and a cop gives you that fucking Kitty Omega knee and just lays on you, and I think we know the rest of that story, don't we? Anyway,
But anyways,
we all know. We all know what was the result of that. D somehow a mural gets painted over.
Now here's the thing. We get Django coming out, right?
do you know?
Sorry, Chris.
Do you know white folk are intimidated by Muriel Bowser? And I laugh because I'm like, Marion Barry would have made y'all shit y'all pants. Oh, I'm just saying.
He would have suplexed them fucking construction vehicles on Black Lives Matter Boulevard.
I'm sorry, what you doing to the homeless? All right, nigga, you ain't to see me. He's from and Marion Barry was like a dark-skinned nigga from Mississippi that drank the water that came out of Anacostia. Do not fuck with him.
That man will wrestle you shirtless.
Go shade. Boy, when they tried to tear out the trap over in Southeast back when we were kids in the mid-90s, Chris, for a fact. Barry came out there, Yakuza style. Greased up Mississippi nigga. Wop wop.
D. It's the Yakuza slow down. DC Mayor
Barry. Hold on, and the kanji underneath.
This time it's personal.
I swear to God, Sega. I did not believe Sega could make something so badass look so great in a video game form until I saw that in the first Yakuza game where you saw them do. I'm like, is this like WWE? And that's what's missing in movies now. We need that. Like the John Wick movies would have been like a 20 if they put that at the bottom.
Hey, guess what, CJ? Check it out. If you've seen Killer's Game, they put that in for every character.
Do you know what I love? They do that in Bollywood. They do that shit in Bollywood all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's some dude with a mediocre ass gut. This is called no abs, medium titties, and yet he's like, he does like some awesome move, like he like suplexes like a helicopter or some shit. We don't do that in America. We need to start doing that shit. Kevin James, hand to hand, Panzer tank. We need that shit. We don't do that in America, man.
Let's still say keep it Sega. Bring in Jeffrey McWild and have him suplex a shark.
Thank you.
Boy.
There you go. Thank you. That's all you need.
We need a scene.
Virtual Fighter's pretty much on top right now.
We need a scene of Gary Daniels high kicking a tiger in the face. We need that. Well, I don't know why the fuck we did.
That's
like,
what
Michael John White. Michael John White personally running through the streets of Camarocho, giving out receipts to a whole bunch of random thugs. We don't do that.
All I'm saying is
America
Tyler
lost his way.
I'm just saying.
Make shit in America.
Tyler Perry, D just gave you the vision. Here, you want to get a dip a toe into the black action genre. There you go. Except instead of Camarucho, it was Michael John walking through the streets of Atlanta. But it works.
And there has to be at least one Lord praising moment because it's Tyler Perry.
Well, that's the submission of this Black Yakuza movie from Tyler Perry is that.
Oh God, the grifters are gonna have are gonna have a field day with that one, sir.
Because
Grifter YouTube will have a field day.
But
with
guess what? That would be the highest watched movie on Netflix that weekend. Is what all that takes.
I'm glad you said Netflix and not theaters.
No, I didn't. That would be the highest watched movie on Netflix easily. That shit would break the servers. Like, guys, did you see this shit with Michael John White? Suplex it, punch the tiger? Crazy.
I think it would just have the same legend as they clone Tyrone, which is another movie we're going to be doing in the future.
We already did it.
Oh, sorry, you guys already did. That's right. I've been away, ladies and gentlemen.
but here's the thing.
Speaking of the Streets of Cameroon show, I was in Japan.
There is Waterman, patriarch of 3BG.
It was a shortage of Japanese people over there. That's one thing I could say.
Oh god, we all need to just dress up in suits and have our own like group photo, and we just have like the Yakuza shit at the bottom. Just
right there in the middle of Shibuya Scramble. It's like the perfect place to do it.
I feel like we would be actually the 15th group of black men that did that.
But see, it's different because we're from DC, you see, and the vibes,
Hold on. We mean 4 of them for DC. Shit. Nigger hub. I forgot about that.
But nah, speaking of which, can y'all imagine the fact that Will Smith actually was like considered a little bit for Django?
He really was he was supposed to be Django.
And
I would just be thinking,
yeah.
It's just here's the thing. People always talk about like who's the greatest like entertainer, actor, or whatever, and like Jamie Foxx, a lot of people feel is very underrated, which I can get. Fair enough. Ray did kind of like, all right,
I don't think he's that great of an actor. I think it's so overblown how we want to say who's the best of the best. So
But he was, but when you think about like certain line deliveries in this movie, like I like the way you die, boy. Like I can't see Will Smith saying that because then it feels like he's gonna break out into a rap after he says that shit.
Nah, first of all, when Will does it, it would be like
he doesn't have.
Hold on. If Will tries to do it, he'll. It's almost like he's trying to channel Mike Lowry for a second.
Yeah, like what? Hold up, Bad Boys 3,
2,
all
2.
All of them.
Oh, when it was super serious, when he was like,
right.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
I like the way you die, boy.
Yeah. Plus that, and just like him and Kerry Washington being opposite, just I don't know, man.
Also, and D loves to point this out when it comes to movies like this. He's beige. Niggas ain't going to get the point when it's always a light-skinned slave. We kind of don't get the point.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that that's against
the impact wouldn't be as grand.
I mean, put it this way, it's kind of like how they're doing Aaron Pierre right now. Not his fault, but like, they're pushing him in this direction as the guy now.
You're
it's
the
like
next guy. Why? Because of my eyes? Yeah, that's pretty much it.
The Mufasa eyes,
Also, you're not threatening to white women, so yeah, we want to really like push a new nigger, a new man.
But remember Damon?
No, I didn't. Jessica, I'm not racist. I stop.
Remember Damon Angel's supposed to be the next heir apparent.
I don't think they're gonna give it to him.
Threatening.
He's a little bit too dark.
Well, he just did Snowfall, so it's like
and Chris, he's a little bit too dark.
That's why I said too threatening.
Gotta be honest with you, son. Hey, Idris, come over here. Yep, matches. No, you can't come in there.
But nah, when you look at Jamie, like how he plays Django, he has a bit of a swagger to him that works way better than what Will would do it. Because it's like because it's like Will probably would have been fine, but it was just like,
I think the one thing that Will does, and I think Jamie to me overacts, and if you have the right director, you're going to get a really good performance out of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Will to me tries too hard. Will knows that, and here's the funny thing. I'm not saying Will Smith doesn't possess the acting skill to make people cry and feel shit. I'm not saying that. But there's this eagerness to make us feel shit. Like, put it this way. If Will Smith wasn't likable, we would call him Sean Penn. The way he tries too fucking hard.
Oh gosh, Sean Penn is just
If you took
too
away
intense.
Will Smith's likeness, how much we like him, if you took away all the charm, all the in fresh Philadelphia, if you take all of that away from him, do you know how much we'd be like, this nigga be trying way too? Imagine Nick Cannon that got opportunities. That's what he would be. And I'm not calling him a bad actor. What I'm saying is Will has this weird puppy dog like, I'm dying and I'm gonna overact. And he gets like pale in the face and shit. Like, Will, stop. Somebody give him an Oscar. Jesus God, stop.
No,
That's how I feel about Will.
So
That's
you have
just me, whatever. You know.
But I think Jamie really nails it and stuff. Like I said, the camaraderie with him, Christoph Waltz, scenes with like even Sam Jackson, like it just works because it's the dynamic flip is just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But I think sorry. Anyways, anyways,
I'm laughing at Brian. Fucking Brian, I'm laughing at what this nigga put up. Whole lot of country, nigga. That's exactly how.
But the whole thing about this movie, though, besides that, is just like the way that I can give Quentin Tarantino credit to this film is like there is a measure of brutality to it that is not like it's very unflinching. Like it's just like we're going to show that stuff out to you. Now, does it get outlandish? Yes, the Mandingo fights is probably the biggest example of that. But like everything else is like, yeah, that's slavery. That is fucking slavery.
So
yep,
right there in a nutshell.
The Mandingo fights is a very questionable thing, and I say questionable because I agree with Steve. You would think white folk ain't had one good idea in their whole entire life. White folk, y'all have this incredible ability of being so uncreative. But then
we call that creatively bankrupt, sir.
But then out of nowhere, you know what we good when we get these niggers to fight. I think that is a splendid idea. Maurice, get the finest, biggest nigga out here. We're gonna see him fight.
That is most definitely. That is most definitely an Enoch idea. Shout out to Blazing Saddles.
A great Western, by the way.
Yes.
But Harris, yes, you mean to tell me they never happened one time? Well, I heard what happened out here on this plantation. Are you taking bets? That's for what? The Mandingos fighting each other. I think I have myself a little sport here in this wonderful Delta here in Alabama.
I got $2 on the short one.
Wow! Oh, look! Looks like Jenkins got $2. What happened? Did you leave your purse over at your mother's house? I do believe, sir, I have more money than that. Seems that the crops was good this year. $90 on the dock, nigga. You mean to tell me none of that happened?
I'm so mad. I'm so mad that that's not true.
I know. Look, because there's no evidence of Mandingo fights actually happening.
Yeah. Or better yet, I got one, D. Better yet, it probably was a real thing, but that's the thing that they kept hidden from history.
Well, to be fair,
wait, Chris. That's what I'm saying is that's the one thing they kept hidden from history because they're actually ashamed of that.
Well, okay, I mean, to be fair, white people did take numbers away from black people by inventing the lottery. So,
yeah, I mean,
that also means
the only good idea they ever had.
Now, here's the thing: as much as you said
they took running numbers from black people and made it legal and called it the lottery,
and made it worse somehow.
And made it worse.
Way worse
because that's history.
Way more bloated. Way more
it's like poetry. It rhymes. You see.
You know, we got a clip
Rhymes.
for that, man. You have the white man who married a black woman who cheated on him by having sex with Princess Leia. We have a clip of that. You know that, right? So, but no, Eris.
Fair statement, I think.
Love it. DjTsu, I have to say that, but I do agree. It had to happen, but we say like there's no paperwork and no nothing of it. Because if there's
No
one
bill
thing
of
I know,
sale.
yeah, exactly. But because if I know one thing about white people who are historians, there is probably one white guy like, I told you the evidence. I had two papers. They were connected to nothing. But when you brought up Mandingo, I ran through it again. Boom, boom, smoking fucking gun. Racism is sick.
Get shot in the head.
Chekhov's gun right here.
Get shot in the
What you
head.
want, bitch? We found it. I found that shit.
Well,
White
you know
people
what?
became a little. It's very NFL, NBA-ish when you look at it, don't you?
Gotta be honest with you. You know, again, current events. You know, they'll be erasing history and stuff. We're probably gonna have to be the ones to be like, "I told you, it exists." The First Amendment.
Chris, you know what we're dealing with right now? We're dealing with these two things that's going to happen. So as you see, people, as you see, kids, the greatest basketball players of all time, Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, and Larry Bird, the greatest basketball players of all time. We are dealing with, and that is when Eminem made hip hop. We are on the edge of that, Chris.
Apparently they got off the boat, and then all of a sudden, years later, they said, "Wow, a lot of indigenous folks in this country. Man, black people crazy. They're in this country. That's their history. We just magically popped up here."
And that's when New Kids on the Block created New Jack Swing.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Miss Teacher, yes. What happened to Michael Jackson? Well, what happened to Michael Jackson is what he deserved. He did coke. He took a lot of pills and died after he admitted that he didn't write the beautiful songs, the beautiful songs that Lionel Richie wrote. He took credit for. Lionel Richie's whole legacy tainted because white people really fuck with All Night Long. Tainted forever.
He could never escape that allegation.
Eschewed the timeline forever. Michael Jackson, Prince, never existed. R. Kelly never existed. All of our good songwriters never existed. Jay-Z, still there, but not as great as Eminem.
Let's just say All Night Long.
That's when Bubba Sparks made crunk music.
No, the All Night Long. God.
All night long.
No. All Night Long was Lionel Richie's Party Up. It's his Party Up. Because you know Party Up. No, because you know Party Up don't belong to us no more.
I like how Lionel Richie has two of the greatest Black Negro songs ever sung. My granddaddy's favorite song, and a lot of our granddaddy's favorite song, Zoom, and also Easy Like Sunday Morning. Two of the best nigga songs ever made. And we don't give him no credit for that shit.
This is fact.
History of text for 2040.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. They're teaching kids in Mississippi at that point.
Last I checked, they had it out.
Linda McMahon, who couldn't sell a stunner, found a way to drop kick the living shit out of the Department of Education, didn't she?
I mean, well, you do know who her husband is.
Well, also, D, this is like
that's
history.
Both things of the drop kick being done well and taking the stunner like shit. You see, 3 Black Geeks, we are deep when it comes to our jokes.
But also, D, guys, you gotta understand, she's taking orders yet again from another rich white guy. So
again, it's like poetry. So if they rhyme, every stanza kind of rhymes with the last one.
That's why.
I'm sorry. At the end, this kid,
That's
every
why
fucking
that's why I said you know who her husband is.
Ooh,
Two peas in the same pod, buddy.
oh,
That's whew.
God.
Except one is just smarter and he's a genius, and the other
And
one
then they
isn't.
both hold up.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they both endorse this idiot that's running this
Yeah.
this
Yes,
current
they did.
administration.
But
Yeah.
check this out. One took a shit on a hot chick. So look,
He did.
half dozen.
He
Look,
did.
look, 6 half dozen the other. I'm just like,
He did. Hold up. He did that and sacrificed the integrity and quality of a decent documentary that he was a part of.
boy.
Man,
But guys-
disappeared for the last 2 episodes.
Guys, the price of eggs. You see, it's about we really about to kill each other over eggs. It's gonna happen.
I
Hey,
like
look,
how
man,
white folk
Price
heard
of the
it.
eggs and the price of the brick all went up.
I like how white folks said, my omelet, no.
My avocado toast. I have nothing to go
They
with.
really said cowabunga it is.
You know
They-
what? Xerxes said the best line that I always say of white people. You are a fabulous tribe. Like, really?
No.
Have
It
you
wasn't
noticed?
fabulous. No, it wasn't fabulous. The key word he used is yours is a fascinating tribe.
Yeah, yours is a fabulous
Even now you're defiant.
Exactly. Like, how are you right now? Yes, even right now they're defiant. How?
present-
You
and in the
really
present.
set fire to all 4 corners of the country and go, well, when you niggers gonna put out the fire? That's exactly what y'all doing.
And in the
How is it
present.
possible?
Look, and in the presence of a god, it is not wise to go against me.
I feel that was Justin Trudeau looking at motherfucking Trump. Like, look, I finally found out today why people hate Justin Trudeau. I ain't Canadian. Yeah, that nigga suck. Okay, yeah. that
But
nigga
he's a
kinda suck.
beautiful looking white guy, guys.
Let me
Come on.
tell you something.
Oh,
I like how that nigga was like, I'm sorry, what, Trump?
bro, not when Canada looked at America and said, "Oh, this what you doing? I bet." Flipped it back on him with a $21 billion tariff.
Mexico
That 20
did the same thing, so we getting game banged on that, man. It's
Son,
crazy.
no, Canada flipped back on America the $21 billion reverse tariff. I'm like, you can do that?
Yes, you can.
But like,
Oh, that is beautiful. That is
Mexico
beautiful.
wouldn't do that to us. Great Mexico. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I need to get the 3 amigos from Breaking Bad that was singing about Walter White.
Oh, all because of
with a
guys.
crudely drawn, with a
Both-
crudely drawn image of Trump.
price of eggs has gone up because apparently other countries are bringing in fentanyl, even though the United States is the biggest producer of fentanyl. But it's semantics.
I like. Just imagine, if you will, in 1986, the height of it, Bolivia. Why are you bringing all this coke in our country? The gall, right?
Now hold on, the gall, but because you are the biggest purchaser of our natural product. What are we gonna do?
That's what it looks
Deny
like to
you?
me.
Like, what are we gonna do? Say no?
Like, wait a minute. So America, you make the most fentanyl. And you know that all the other countries bringing fentanyl is very dangerous. But your country also consumes the most fentanyl. Yeah.
How is this our fault again?
Your mom's a whore. That's pretty much it.
This is the answer for everything. Just sad. Unflinching and stuff. But I do appreciate that he does. Like I said, he doesn't sanitize any of the harshness, because I think to be. I always sat there and felt like there are certain white directors that like they soft pedal the racism for no reason when it doesn't need to be, because they don't want to, I guess, hurt people. But it's like, nah, just be unflinching with it. Like, if you're honest with it, what does it matter at that point?
I think that was kind of the weird thing. This is minor. This is not doing nothing a big thing. I think that was one of the things that hurt the Woman King, because when it got that kind of pushback on what it meant historically for Black people when it comes to the slave trade, you could really tell that the people behind it, not Viola Davis, all the white people that were involved with that movie, soft pedaled the living shit out of that. Because they didn't want that to cloud the conversation. What they wanted to push was a woman, Africa, sort of like a Black Panther thing. They was really kind of pushing. So anything to bring up that kind of issue of slavery or black people kind of clouded the thing. And I understand it because it does kind of cloud the fucking story a little bit too.
Yeah.
At the same time, wouldn't this be an excellent time to educate people? No,
Exactly.
can't fucking. So when it comes to slave movies, I didn't like 12 Years a Slave, but I enjoyed the brutality of it.
Oh yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me make it very clear, because even with this movie, I skipped the Mandingo fight. I skipped when Carrie is getting yanked around, yoked around. I don't like because to Kerry Washington's credit, she has what I call black slave yell down to a science, and it cuts me. It actually kind of cuts.
That's deep.
Yeah, and I don't like hearing her yell. It really actually legit cuts me. So there are a couple scenes that just don't. It's like, yeah, I don't need to see that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen this movie 3 times. I don't need to see that shit again.
But I think even in the
I'm sorry. But when I bring up 12 Years a Slave, the one thing I give it is that it didn't cut back, it didn't hold back on its brutality. Two scenes in particular. And it involved Michael Fassbender when he was getting all his slaves to dance for him. Now, the one thing I loved about it is that, of course, they was playing, you saw Edgerford on there playing the violin, but you see the rest of the slaves doing this melancholy dance while like, come on, move it. I like to see you move. Let's go. Come on now. Yeah, get it, boy. I get it. It's like sadistic type of white man's rich shit. You know what I mean? And then his wife, or was that his sister? I forgot. I think it was his wife. She ran up to that black girl. She had like something in her hand, cracked it across her skull. That one, I don't like her. Get her out of here. I'm like, yo, and God knows what they did to her.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's real. It's scary. It happened. And then at the end of the movie, you remember where he was like, they found him, and he was like, me. And I love Michael Fassbender. Michael Fassbender can't do the wrong thing to me. Him coming out there scared the shit out of me. Well, you ain't taking my nigga. Nuh-uh, that belongs to me. You better like the way he was all panicking and all the rest of that. It was very, very real.
Mm-hmm.
And then they try to bring Brad Pitt in there like he's the normal one. Shut the fuck up. Don't do that. Don't do that, Hollywood. Y'all love doing that shit.
First off, D, those niggers are people too.
Hey. I'm just saying, not all of these niggers are bad niggers. Like, stop.
Love you, Brad.
Stop.
Easy.
Don't do that, Brad. Don't do that. We know who your daughter is. We know Angelina made you get her. Look, we already know. You don't got to do that, dog. You from Oklahoma. So if you said nigga, it wouldn't even surprise me.
But he's so cool and hip.
Come on, D. He's good looking.
Fair.
Come on, he looks good.
He was a bull trade.
He'll never say the N-word. I see him as an ally.
I mean, but nah.
But anyway, Chris.
But nah.
Go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna wait for this one joke because I want it for DjTsu. But it is a little bit more that we can't talk about before you come back. Just real quick. The
brutality of it, even down to the small details of like when Django was taking the chains off of him from Schultz when he gives him the key and you see like the ankles and stuff. It's like, that's But that whole scene period at the beginning is just like wild because they just get straight to the proceedings.
I like, and that's the one thing about this movie that I underestimated because in going through it, it got to at the end of, I would say like the end of the third act is after. I mean, the beginning of the third act is after they actually buy what's the name, right? They actually buy Carrie, and Schultz talks to Candy. At that point in the movie, I remember turning to my wife and I was telling her, "Yo, man," and it's like an hour and 20. The fuck you mean? There's only 40 minutes left, and then I realized we just breezed through 2 full hours of the movie, and I ain't feel a bit of it. Tarantino's great when it comes to that shit, yeah. Mm-hmm. He is a genius. Like, yeah, I can clock my movies around 3 hours. You ain't gonna feel the shit though, because I want to make sure everything flows.
Yeah, because once you get through the beginning when he kills the fucking Brittle brothers, and that whole thing, you're already to the proceedings of the next town, and then boom, you blink, you see Don Johnson, you're like, whoa, how long this movie been going on already?
Exactly. And like when he got his first kill off, Now the movie does a great job because they first come in there and you see where he's chained up and you see how it's just a dark ass road, just like just guys with slaves. They get it from him, and of course, it's the whole scene. Both those guys get shot, right? And I like how Schultz immediately gives one of the slaves a gun. He got this look like, "You sure you give me this gun? You was giving me this gun?" Because I noticed the longer they held it, you notice that his grasp kind of got more firm on the gun. Like, I'm taking this shit no matter what. And then they walked away, of course. All right, now, boys, we can talk about this.
I gave you an apple, you see.
Remember that time I gave you finish my apple, though, nigga. No, hold up. Hold up, Chris. Hold up. White people. That's a metaphor. That's a metaphor, white folk. That's a metaphor. All right. Don't riot. Remember that time? We let you have programs? Fight the power, right? No, don't shoot me.
They blew that man's head off. I was like, man, like they waste time. But I like how Schultz told him, sat there and explained everything. It's like, hey, you can either get that horse off of him and go about 35 miles that way, or put a bullet in his head and go to a better place. And hey, for the astrology aficionados, the North Star is that there.
Now,
and they're like, all right.
The funny thing is this. Even if they didn't pick up on the astronomy aficionado, the second he said North Star, and let me tell you something, everybody know what you mean when you say North Star during that time, is that one. And you got all you had to do is just point up in the vicinity of it where all the clusters of stars at. Which the brightest one? That one. There's North. See ya.
Go to Canada.
Go to Canada.
I'm just saying.
You know what, Chris? I got a question. Just real quick. You know where your family's from? I don't know where the family plantation, where the true part of your family started at. I know where it started in my family. But that being said, could you imagine North Carolina all the way to Canada? So I got a question. Are you going to do what every other nigga does from North Carolina? Get up to Maryland and say, I'm far up enough? Or are you going to keep going?
That is fair, because you get to Maryland, you're kind of safe at that point.
You know what I learned was Maryland was a weird middle state. It's the reason why we're not considered South, but we are technically South. We're actually dead in the middle. And the story, it's a lot of, like, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell any story, but there's a lot of really fascinating history about African Americans in Maryland. As far as us being, Maryland had the most free men at one point. That's the most I can tell you. But that being said, a lot of those freemen didn't come out of Maryland because they knew the second they got out of Maryland, even if you had papers on you, there's still a big chance one of those people can get you and put you right back in. So Maryland was literally a safe zone. And I joke to this day about what's going on in this country. And I say that Maryland is a safe zone. And I'm kind of not fucking lying. If you look, I'm just saying, bring your family up here, nigga.
But no,
anyway, but yeah, it's weird, man. You gotta walk that shit. That's the shit that's pissing me off. Like, you gotta walk that shit.
But not like the way, because you forget, because like I said, I'm watching 1923, so like watching those old westerns and the way they travel and stuff, it's like they make it just seem as though like, oh yeah, I'm coming from Mississippi and I'm going to Texas and Oklahoma and all that. It's like, wow, this is a lot of traveling. You know,
man, look, what was that? 1882, was it 1887 or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, 1885, 6.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one where people were dying just trying to get to the West Coast.
Some Oregon Trail shit.
Some pure Oregon Trail shit.
Dysentery.
I look, man, look. It's like I hate how I turn into hating Sheraton. So I see every black character different. That's why I don't fuck with the Bass Reeves show. like I don't even fuck with that. I'm like, man, that's the nigga you want, huh? like you know what I'm saying?
Look, the daughter got killed by a dirty arrow. Today's dirty arrow. Dirty Arrow today is like, just give him a tetanus shot, clean the wound, you're straight.
Man, put
Back
alcohol
then,
on that shit.
back then, you get hit with Dirty Arrow, that was death.
Tell her
And-
lay down. Take some put some alcohol on that motherfucker.
Dude, 1885, you get hit with a Dirty Arrow, that's death. And I'm like, well, that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks, yo. But like, but even then, that's another thing. You on foot trying to get to the north, ducking every obstacle possible. Hold up, you can't get cold. You gotta eat.
You stealing food or you killing something.
Last I checked, and D is try. You can't wash none of this shit off. How wild is that? And hold on, and I always ask myself, what's stronger, the black folk that got and ran away and survived, or the black folk that stayed and endured that shit?
Fair.
That's the shit that's crazy to me, nigga.
But nah, man, like
Rain survived.
But dog, what got me was like they get to the next town and they're just drinking beer, and he's like, "Hey, get your sheriff," and that guy's all like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!"
Actually, that was the first town. The first town they went to was the sheriff, man. But actually, more important. This movie started off with something very important, guys, and I think it's time for us to talk.
The reason why this movie has yet to get a 4K Blu-ray release.
Really?
Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, you do know.
Yeah, that's very true.
You do know that everything that is tied up with the Weinstein Company is the reason why we have not gotten proper current day releases of movies. We just now started getting Kill Bill 1 and 2 in 4K, whereas movies like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is stuck behind Blu-ray and more than likely an out of print Blu-ray.
And then you got to think
and
about
Dogma has yet to be released.
And let's not forget about all of the horror movies that came under the Weinstein umbrella too.
Yeah,
that's the Scream series, the Halloween series, and a couple other of them too. So I hate saying this. Harvey Weinstein was the fucking man, right? Much like Robert Kelly. There's a reason why they were on top, all right? And I got another joke for that, but it sounds very improper right now. We're already saying the N-word way too many times.
They were on top. No, D. They were on top. They just misplaced that form of consent.
Yes, they did. Not Gwyneth Paltrow. She really wanted to ride on that jet. Anyway, I don't like Gwyneth Paltrow, so as you can kind of tell. But Eris, here's the thing. Let's talk about Christoph Waltz. While we're talking about their early travels, let's talk about Christoph Waltz and how this motherfucker came off of what was that? Inglourious Basterds.
Inglourious Basterds.
And he was very good in it because, and I think I admitted it during our Downfall episode, I really love German acting. I think German acting is pretty fucking good. Yeah, he was really good at that shit, man. And him going from that to this is pretty fucking awesome to me. I'll admit that, man. Pretty fucking awesome, man. And he got a little bit more, he got a little bit of buzz after that. But that's about it, man. Christoph Waltz is cool in this bitch.
Yeah, I mean, it's Christoph Waltz. I think didn't he get Best Supporting Actor for this movie?
Did he win it? Did he win it? Who wanted this? Leo didn't win. I know Quentin didn't win.
Yeah.
Because they can't win off shit like this. The nigger won at the end. They can't do that.
Yeah, because they were really. I remember when they were doing the Crazy Eight, like they were trying to like push Hateful Eight. Why I said Crazy Eight? Hateful Eight. My bad. I keep saying Crazy Eight. No, the Hateful Eight. They were really pushing for like Sam Jackson and Kurt Russell and a couple other folks to get something out of it.
I don't know. Probably. Probably. Anyway,
there it is. So I see it now. So basically, Django, when they came to the Academy Awards, it won for Best Original Screenplay, and Christoph Waltz won Best Supporting Actor.
Oh.
So
good for them. We're good for them. See. like Eris told me the other day. No, you didn't tell me this the other day, Eris, but you did do. But you said this off The Simpsons with Quentin Tarantino. Come on, D, it's all around. This is on the cereal boxes, man. Fucking Simpsons for that shit. But yeah, I like the fact that they blow this motherfucker. They shoot this nigga in the middle of town. You know, of course, the whole town's out there. All right, everyone. I'd like to inform you that the person that is on the ground, he did this shit twice, and that shit had me rolling both fucking times.
I got you. Hold on, D. I got it. Because I was actually looking for that whole quote. So check this out. My name is Dr. King Schultz, and like yourself, Marshal, I am a servant of the court. The man lying dead in the dirt, the one the good people of Daughtry saw fit to elect as your sheriff, who went by the name of Bill Sharp, is actually a wanted outlaw by the name of Willard Peck, with a price on his head of $200. Now that's $200 dead or alive. Now I am aware this is probably disconcerting news, but I'm willing to wager this man was elected sheriff sometime in the last 2 years. I know this because 3 years ago, he was rustling cattle from the BC Corrigan Cattle Company of Lubbock, Texas. Now, this is a warrant made out by the Circuit Court Judge Henry Allen Laudermilk of Austin, Texas. You are encouraged to wire him. He'll back up who I am and your dear departed sheriff was. In other words, Marshal, you owe me $200.
Okay. First
What I
off,
love is the 10-gallon hat doing this. All right, you got me on that one.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
Like that little dip was like, get this man his $200.
it's also in the early goings of you making that speech. You were kind of slipping in and out of the accent a little bit, where it kind of it got a little Jamaican in the beginnings. You almost had me, and I was like, okay, bam, I see the German. I heard the German. All right, we're good.
I mean, come on, man.
Texas.
I mean, come on.
Texas.
I mean, come on. I had to slide. Understand, sir. I had to. You don't just slide into an accent like a pair of old shoes, man.
I mean, sir. For a second, I was like, you got some Sean Paul in your family? Like, you guys?
You do know that. You do know that everybody on my father's side of the family is from Florida, right?
A lot of mercy. Actually, that means they're more. Actually, that means they're more likely Haitian and Cuban.
And also.
More Cuban, to be honest with you.
And also, if I'm not mistaken, sir, is it not you that always says that T-Pain could be my cousin?
No, T-Pain is all the way nigga, all right? So that's a little bit different than Jamaican.
But whenever I get high pitched, I sound like T-Pain.
That was Teddy pinned ass down. But I hear that loud. It's like, yo, Pain, you can't say that loud no more.
I mean, come on.
It comes off very
Do something else. Do something else.
Look,
that T-Pain rant will forever be me. I'm like, bro, that is me.
I mean, all I'm saying is this, like, Rusk.
You ever hear Jamaican people like, yeah, Ross, and they just stop at Ross? And they don't go no more. That's them loading up. I love it.
I don't know. I watched so much of was it Top Boy? So some of them like Jamaicans just it's in my head now.
I agree. Look, One Love wasn't bad. There was a lot of shit they glossed over.
Oh, yes, they did.
Bad. It wasn't bad, but I agree with every Jamaican. Ain't one person said bumbleclot in this movie. This is not real. I'm like, yeah, it ain't real. It ain't real. Ain't one Jamaican said bumbleclot in this. No,
Same Jamaican sat there was like, Luke Cage season 2 had more bumbleclot than this movie.
Exactly.
And me, I'm Bushmaster.
The bush.
So hear me. So you African or you Jamaican? I want to tell that to Coco so bad. I want to ask Coco so bad because he knew that shit didn't make any sense.
It didn't matter. He was beating the bejesus out of Mike Coulter throughout that whole season.
And he going on the shit out of that motherfucker.
Exactly. It didn't matter what he sounded like.
I swear,
I'm watching Mike Coulter get folded for like
do
8
you know how
episodes straight.
do you know how much
Speaking of-
do you know how much I screamed when I saw that season 2 trailer? I saw that Eddie Gordo kick the fucking
Speaking of, do you know that Mike Coulter is in this straight to it is God, who was it? Who was in it? Who was the star that ain't got nothing? Clint Eastwood's son. I told you I watched it.
Scott Eastwood.
Scott Eastwood. Yeah, I told you. Oh yeah, it was him and Stallone. It's terrible. It's a terrible movie. But Michael Coulter's in it, and he's doing a French accent, and I'm like, Mike, stop it.
I need to watch this stuff.
Shut your milk dud head ass up. Shut up. All
That's
this voulez-vous vous chez avec moi bullshit, you're failing. Stop it.
Look, man, Luke Cage got canceled. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Apparently it's coming
What do you
back.
want me to do? What do you want me to do? Make another airplane movie?
Alarum.
Pigs.
Yeah,
That's what he
Alarum.
said. Man, they're like, man, I'm in middle Jamaica. Ain't one person go, girl flex, time to have sex.
Speaking of this, though,
That was 90s.
Nah, this whole thing, what makes it interesting is that number one, little details like, saloon with beer. They just casually just swig the beer. Like, man, y'all wasting a lot of damn beer. You're like, Jesus.
Also,
Well, you gotta wipe all that. You gotta swipe the foam off.
but also that being said, that was a yummy ass looking beer for the 1800s before the Civil War. That was a really clean looking beer.
Real clean looking.
Good hops, as they say.
Yeah, we don't make hops like that no more. Yeah, full of bugs and. Anyway.
I'm clearly not of the IPA variety to really tell a good witty joke like that. So
You know what, Chris? You look like a dude that enjoys a good ale.
A good ale. Yes.
You did look, Chris. Blame your job. Blame your job for looking like you are. Blame your job for because you do look like one of 4 niggas in a company full of white folk that work there. Okay, so therefore, hey Chris, we're going out tonight. You want to read? Hey, look, Chris. Y'all think he sounds white now? No, Chris at work is probably like, ha, I got you, guy. Like I bet Chris has a slay. I bet Chris uses words. Oh, what's going on, guy? He says, "Guy." Chris is that person. Chris is that person. He says, "Guy." All the time.
Chris, if I find out that you buy like an entire round,
Bianca's even worse
for the team.
Bianca shows up. She's even worse. She's going with the whiteness 20 times harder than you. So she's probably like, "Oh my God, yeah." Stacy, I came over here last time. White women love a black girl that talks like that.
No,
there's a difference
because
between
white women like to feel like they're superior,
and nothing makes them better. Nothing makes them feel better knowing that they have a white girl named Stacy that they can talk to.
God, oh my God, Stacy.
There's a difference between black Stacy and white Stacy. Like, just there's a difference.
White Stacy.
Hold
on. White Stacy.
You go first.
White Stacy is someone that when you introduce them to to a particular plate of food and they eat it and they go, "Oh my God, this is amazing," you have to respond with, "That tastes like a neighborhood you ain't never been to before, don't it?"
I got a question, Chris. You said black Stacey and white Stacey are different. I agree, but where did the black Stacey was raised at?
I would say
because we got quite a few Stacys that are Candace Owens. So
they didn't go to a HBCU, which is
no, they did.
Shady Grove.
Oh no, they did.
Shady Grove.
Did. They're very, very proudly black.
See, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
AKA and everything.
Chris, that was the perfect response. Shady Grove.
Damn.
Hey, Chris, they AKAs and everything. Got the Beyonce wig, so nobody knows
until they talk.
Right? There's always that one black girl. They got the long blonde hair, and you're like, that hat is awfully red on her. Oh my God!
I fell into that trap.
Thank you, Tevin. We forgot about the boss of all boss Stacy's.
Oh yeah, the Mr.
Final
X,
boss,
the Mr.
final
X.
boss
No,
of
D, the Mr. X of Stacy's.
Mr. Karate of Stacy.
Hold up. Mr. Karate would be Stacy Dash from Mo Money, where she has the Tingu mask on and stuff, and then like
You
Takuma.
fucking wrong.
Oh
You
no,
need
no,
to
no,
go
no,
wrong.
no,
You
no,
need to go wrong,
Kuma.
sir.
no, D, you're wrong. I mean, no, Chris, you're wrong. See, I said Mr. X as in like as in 16-bit hands like hovering over the city streets of rage, Mr.
Mr.
X.
Ray's Mr. X, yeah.
That's that Mr. X, not not Nike boots all over the RPD trench coat, Mr. X.
And
You
then
know what I
after all falls down, Stacey Dash, we just got King Stacey Dash.
Here's the thing. Stacey Dash fell down the rabbit hole of you were our nigger. And I hate to say this about her. She really did have to fall hard. And she's still going through whatever she's going through right now. But obviously, white people ain't fucking with her no more.
Yeah, they.
And do I feel bad for sis? Yes, I do. Do I care? No, I don't. Two things can be right at the same time. I
Definitely
feel bad for you, sis. I hope you get back on your feet. Mo Money was a shit, and my niggas jerked off to you a whole lot. I hope you get back to you.
All falls down video. That was peak.
I mean, Clueless.
I mean, yeah.
No to both of y'all. D's an aficionado of being a pervert to my sisters. The King magazine, which she was in nothing but.
Ooh, yes.
I don't like Stacey Dash, but that's all I can say. I don't even like Stacey like that. She little.
Did we just turn into like the three guys in Bebe's Kids that were playing poker in the
Yeah,
back?
we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, she turned to a fucking turkey leg. That's all I can say for D. She's like,
Put me in the mind of Players Magazine, 1973.
Woof.
Woo! That's the one. That's the one.
Eris. I didn't know that. Woo! Stood for I beat my meat to that. I didn't know that that's what that meant as a kid.
Pam Grier edition.
There's a whole lot of dudes named Robert. whole lot of niggas named Harold.
And a half of them named Fred.
Strong Fred.
Real strong Fred. Not Frederick, just straight up Fred.
Fred. Nothing else to it. F-R-E-D. Fred.
Three fingers. Get Fred.
The civil rights fingers, Fred.
Bunch of niggas named Gerald, but they go by the name Jerry. That's an old nigga nickname. Jerry is actually a real old black man nickname. A lot of y'all don't know that. A lot of old black men born in the late 30s and 40s, if they was Gerald, hey Jerry, what's going on, boy? I see you by now.
Yeah, this is another edition of Black History Quotables, sponsored in part by 3BG.
And one more quotable for you. Hey, watch out there now. I like how it's 2025 and niggas have still found a new way. We keep finding new ways of saying watch out there now, or finding new ways of compliment. What you doing there, boy? I'm trying to get like you, boy. That's what I'm talking about, nigga. Old man talk is always the same.
This is why we won the culture war. We won the culture war.
By default, sir.
I'm just saying, man. That's why I love that.
Fault.
Hey, Chris. That's why I love seeing that one video. That one dude said, "What's up, Playboy? How you doing, boy? What you doing? Staying out the way." I'm like, when I see that white man do that, I'm like, boy, you better. No, for real. What he doing? Like, that's a dude that was raised around niggas. I love every second of that white man right there. He was raised around us. He know how to talk. I like that. Oh, all this laughing we're doing. White people like, well, Steve did the same thing. Shut the fuck up.
It ain't the same.
Got a fucking faux posit lobbed at his fucking head. Just
A phone posit, sir.
Phone posit.
No, sir, don't you dare. That's a waste.
Dude,
I will not
that's a
waste
whole-
a good phone posit.
whole-
I will shed a full Native American single tear at the sight of that.
all these Nike, Adidas, and Croc slides flying in.
It's funnier with a croc slide.
Oh god! Yeah.
Oh man,
Man, talking about Gucci sale, pop. This shit ain't even Gucci, nigga.
I like how at this point does all this. Their next plan is to go after the was it the
The Brittle Brothers.
Brittle Brothers, yeah, Brittle Brothers, and basically he's telling them, hey, you're gonna have to wear a costume if this is gonna work, and the look on his face, and again the times when he's like, I get to pick my own outfit.
He's like, I get to pick my own clothes.
And he's like, yeah, you can.
Like, well, yes. If you're going to play the character, you have to pick your outfit. And the look that he gives him, like, bro, when he look
that look.
He had to turn back and look to him for assurance, like, for real, like,
word.
I can pick out my own clothes. And as soon as that tune kicked in, I'm like, man, boy, we got to see Jamie covered in on some George Washington. Like, I'm taking it back.
The Washington ones.
The Washington ones.
Hold on, come on, respect the date. Those had to be at least the threes because Washington dead like 100 years, so they gotta be at least the threes.
Washington
bro.
dress blues.
The dress blues.
The colonial force.
Hey, young, that was look. Y'all gotta understand. Look, shut the fuck up. Y'all gotta understand. That was the exclusive that Nike was doing at the time, and it was only for a limited time though, because the Civil War was actually about to ramp up, so they kind of couldn't continue on doing that shit. Now, I heard that you can get some remakes of them shits, but I don't know what's true. Eris knows more of that shit because they floated on hype beats for a little bit, but they was saying they were fake and shit. So I don't know nothing about that. That's all Eris is shit.
Well, unless they come up with a BS story like a stagecoach got robbed full of them shoes and
then but they said that before some shit like that. They said, because there's a fight with the Sioux Nation right now, we can't get the materials. I was like, that's some bullshit, but whatever,
I heard they was open for business, baby.
Yeah, I mean, but my thing was, he gets that costume and they get there, and it's quite possibly the funniest dialogue exchange.
Now, let's put this out here, and I had to look it up. Do you know one thing historically white people cannot stand? Is seeing a black man on a horse.
Mm-hmm.
To this very day, you see a black man on a horse, white people have this look at there like, what is that nigger doing up there? It is like if in black people's blood we have trauma from slavery, white people have the trauma of when black people were getting free, and they never got over that shit. So when you see a black man in any type of authority, or when they're looking down at them, white people can't stand that shit. That's why, Chris, despite him being a fucking conservative all of his life, Colin Powell got called nigger more than anybody. Why? This uppity nigger think he can just take all the ranks.
Guys, Colin Powell, according to a couple people from this administration, he's a DEI hire, you see,
Well, you can also, and also according to the first plantation owner that they visited, Spencer Bennett, that it's against the law for niggers to ride horses in this territory.
Not on my property. Not this day.
My man tried, and of course, Dr. King tried to flip the script and and give him that gray area by saying, "This is my valet, and my valet does not walk."
That Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I was just about to say, who said Don Johnson stay still while we put Colonel Sanders special on you?
That is a straight up Colonel Sanders.
Hey, you know what? Look, I'm gonna have to tell you this right now. Much like the Nazis and much like the Federation of Zion, Confederate slave owners be clean, nigga. I'm like, look at that shit, bro.
That's cocaine clean.
Look at that.
The drip.
Hat. It's
The drip.
It's the fucking hat, Chris. It's the hat, Chris.
Nah, that's the vest for me.
It's the vest
I mean,
for you.
double-breasted vest.
Dog, it's all white. It's all cream. First off, it ain't white. It's cream.
Yeah, that is cream.
Gotta be
Second
real. Here,
of all,
guys, you gotta understand. I I get this all the time from my girl. I'm old. I'm looking at Schultz with the pocket watch. Chain. Like,
look. Let's not take away from Dr. King.
just saying.
Because, hey, yo, Schultz, I actually fucks with the tie and the vest. Now, see, his vest errors, I mess with more than fucking Big Daddies, man. So,
Really call him Big Daddy.
Daddy white men right now.
Two things. Kevin, sir, you win. Okay. And number two, I hate the fact that we are in current year in Trump's America judging plantation drip right now.
Yep, it's that type of year, y'all.
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it a lifestyle.
Yes, 3BG's dancing Negro is a representation of us from black folk. You know what I loved about This Is America, the This Is America video? I love how everything was like destruction in the background. The kids in Donald Glover was just dancing. I thought it was the most brilliant thing in the world because that's what black folk do. That's what we do the best. So what we do the best is what we're doing right now. Everybody in the chat right now are having a good time, and everybody listening is having a good time. You know why? Because we're making you laugh. Why? You're not thinking about how fucking ashy this damn country really is.
It's so ashy, it's falling apart.
Oh God!
Ashy tear.
If it cracks, it bleeds.
Oh man, you scratch it, bleed. Dog. Every time I turn on the news, nigga. What the hell? Each and every time I turn on the news, Trump. Well, today we're taking away Cheerios. I don't. Hey, they don't make your heart better.
Let me just say, SNL was right. SNL was right. I cannot. I can't. Breaking news every 5 minutes. Breaking news every 30 seconds. Breaking news.
Here's the city part D that he probably will be the guy that says take that bullshit prevents heart disease off all cereal boxes. He's gonna do that shit.
Will you stop? Can you stop giving him ideas?
Hurricane Jr. is gonna fucking run that shit.
Can you please stop giving him ideas?
Everybody,
stop giving the Reds ideas.
No more bananas, no more vegetables, because we found that it gives you autism, and we're not going to do that. I can make fun of him. Fuck him. I can make fun of that voice. It sounds like you got deep throated, and you sound like you got deep throated by Mandingo, and Mandingo got stuck halfway up.
D, relax. Eventually, we'll be near a grassy knoll somewhere.
Fair.
I'm just saying. With the right motivation, the right attitude, the right entity will know what to do.
His name is Luigi. And he will get the job done.
Stop, sir. More than likely, it will be the Lale Lule Lo. You know that.
Luigi is the Lale Lule Lo. Did you know that?
Please. A Patriot spy. I can't say Patriot spy because of liquid. I can't say the word Patriot spy without automatically laughing.
Let's just, Brian, look, Brian, number one, D, you wanted to know where did you find the Habibi Firebomb song? Where'd you find that? He's been looking for that video and he can't find it anywhere.
I'll be honest with you, my son actually knows. But what happened was it's like a 4-part freestyle rap that the dude does. and that part is like the third part or the fourth part. And
yeah.
I don't know. Now, where the dancing joke came from, I got off of Twitter. I'm never going back to Twitter, so I don't know
I'm
if
never
you ever had
going
it.
back to Twitter.
But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I got it from there, and I never turned
Hey,
back.
there are so many memes and videos on Twitter. Everybody was going on a
See?
free for all download.
See, thank you, Tevin. You get the joke.
No, that's why I said fair.
And like I said, I'm not insinuating.
Coming outside to Dallas driving in a Corvette.
No, and like I said, I'm not insinuating anything. I'm not inciting nothing. I'm just.
I am.
See, I'm glad you are, D. I mean, you and I listen.
Oh my God,
all
D,
three.
you have a red dot on your
No.
chest.
Dance revolution,
No.
revolution, overthrow the government. I think so.
No. All three of us are agents of chaos. Okay, we all have it. I mean, come on, CJ. You said yourself that we need to bring back a certain type of action.
I'll be real with you.
See, I don't have the clip in front of me, but I would play that John Tron.
Hey, look, again, Chris.
Fair state.
So for me to word it very, very vaguely.
I'll just say this. Speaking of vaguely, I gotta say there is a level of catharticism of seeing a black man kill a man saying "I love the way you die, boy" in a screaming full of theater of black people when he's whipping the shit out of the dude.
Yeah, especially in slow motion. You see how that whip just spanked him, and I mean hard.
First off, if we had the Martin Scorsese meme, I'd be like cinema.
Second of all, the fact that you shot the Bible page through the heart,
bruh.
Now I know somebody's gonna be like, doing the They Not Like Us deep dive of what Bible verse that is and where it got shot at.
Look.
That's the part of the Bible that approves slavery and what white men use to approve slavery. To justify slavery in America. And he shot right through it, symbolizing that.
D, we were on Twitter at that time. There was a lot of new blacks that were deep diving.
That's why D ducked out of it. Because as much as I was enjoying,
that was when you were petering off Twitter at that point. But I remember you were like,
Chris,
nah.
You gotta understand, I'm a Drake fan. But you know what I was enjoying? Seeing Kendrick go, final atomic. I was enjoying it. But you know what I didn't enjoy about it? So, what he's wearing in the video is a reference to how slavery was. This is a yellow nigga getting tossed by a dark nigga. I don't care. I've been watching wrestling all my life. It doesn't matter what the storyline. We got to build up. We're here. It's WrestleMania. Kendrick's about to pin this nigga. Shut the fuck up. I don't care about the backstory.
That's why it's black people.
I don't care about the indie match that he had 8 years ago.
Bro. There were people that were trying to see the Bible verses. I was like, I literally
I would love to know that.
I had to do the Ileana. No, I had to do the fucking Marge going to Lisa with the hand. It's like, stop.
It's time to stop.
I love how black folk
go to bed.
I love how black folk took that. Like white people, I like how that meme was started by white people, and black people just did this and made it a lot better. Which was, okay, baby, I need you to log off. Because if any of y'all went to computers in the 90s, we got you acted up too hard. Dwayne, yes, I'm gonna need you to log off, but I don't want to, baby, log off. Hit the power button. Now go stand over there. I got that like once or twice. I like the computer. I ain't active when I was on the computer.
You have to do that to people. Like, it's like, guys, it's just the whole thing of he's taking power away. That's really all it was. And I'm like, all right, cool. It was a dope scene, the slow motion, the cinema, the whipping, and the guy doing the.
Oh man, the thing that got me, because this movie has several scenes where I do have a black man tear, and I'm not going to lie. When I got this picture, I thought it was a better looking picture than that is. It looks kind of furry. But when I got this picture, I actually looked at what was going on in the scene. Seeing that fat white guy in the background, like, what the fuck?
You know what
Jamie?
this is missing? You know what this is
Jamie
missing?
with 100% accuracy. The
Wait.
black girl who's about to get whipped, looking at her literal savior beating the dog.
Let me just say, you know what?
I teared up.
You know what's missing from this? You know what's missing from this? Top right hand side. Sorry, top left hand side. PS5.
Yeah, that's missing. That's missing.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm surprised. You know, I gotta be honest with you, man. I'm surprised that this didn't make it into an Assassin's Creed game where it's like you play a black assassin and he has to play
You know
Django
what?
or some
I think
shit.
white
I
people
mean,
don't
that would have been called that would have been called the DEI slavery game.
I mean,
That's what I'm
technically, we
saying.
got it. We got
Chris-
it in Black Flag with Negro Creed or whatever and
Not
shit.
really.
Like,
Not really.
And we got
Here's
it
the thing.
again. And we got it again in Yasuke.
We got it. We had it in Mafia 3,
yeah.
which Mafia 3 gave me one of the most cathartic.
Oof.
I'm killing white folk. I went on a couple of yellow nigga up in here. Nah, where you going, Peckerwood? Nigga, I turn. If white people think us saying cracker on out is racist, y'all couldn't be with me when I sat playing on Mafia 3. Ooh, I call y'all crack. I call you white folk everything but God's child. You don't understand. That game was buggy as hell, and I endured it because you know why? I got to blow racist folk head off.
Mhm.
Oh, you don't know how good that felt.
But nah, but that whole scene is funny because he's like, "Y'all want to see something?"
I mean, that was after the literal whipping. I mean, dude took a whole whip.
Woof.
My man ate every single lash. And
Kind of a PTSD for certain black kids.
I mean, bro, that right there was a full beating. And
I was like,
when
he threw the whip, Eric, I was like, nah, pick the shit up. Keep going, man.
No. He knew exactly. He did the right thing. He said, "Listen, this is for all the slaves in current year and before." I mean, it was so satisfying. It was so satisfying watching him just go to town on that whip and in slow motion.
What makes it so satisfying is the fact, like you said, all that we said, but when he stopped, he was like. He turned around. He sees all the slaves. Like, is this happening right now?
I got an audience. You know what? I got lost in the whoop. I got lost in the whooping that I didn't realize people
got lost in the ass.
I didn't realize folks was looking. All right, well, check this out. It ain't over. On some no Vaseline tip, my man picked up the pistol and said, "Y'all want to see something?" That is so chilling. Just hearing y'all want to see something. Turned and emptied all remaining shots.
Boy, Eris, white folk in every movie theater saw that and it was like the niggas got. Wait a minute. What is Tarantino showing them?
Now, hold on. Keep that. Hold up. Wait, D, keep that picture up there. Put the picture back. Mm-hmm. Just seeing that image, I wish I could have been in the theater because I would have shouted to the heavens that every single racist that got scared. I'd have said, "It's eerie, isn't it? Like looking into a mirror."
Could be you one day. But think about it. Don't worry. It's just Barack Obama doing that to your morals and ideals. Boy,
guys,
I like how I like. No. Best part. Where's the other one? He's right there on that. What he say? He's hauling ass on that field over there. So my man took out the gun. He said, "Are you sure this him?" Yes. Are you positive? Are you positive?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what positive means. It means you're sure. It's like you are? Yes. You're positive? Yeah. I'm positive. That's him. Pow!
Again, the cinema of the splash of the blood on the cotton, you see.
White blood on the cotton.
White blood. Not
the blood of
blood. Not our blood. Theirs. Oh my God. That is Eris. You know one of my favorite things of all time? How about nowish? Pop off, pop off, pop off, pop off.
Apparently, shooting a slave owner was only funny to me and Neil.
How now? Here's the thing that makes me laugh about when Dave said that. A part of me thinks that him, Neil, and probably 2 other producers on their show are laughing, and all the execs on Comedy Central like, my God, we gave this nigger too much credit. We gave him too much of a line. You can't shoot a slave master.
Hey,
Why not?
Hey, shout outs to Captain Winter here. So I
Oh
brought
my
my
God.
white girlfriend to this film, and the longer it went on, the more scared she got because she was the only white girl in that theater.
Oh, come on. Susie. Come on, Susie. You're okay. Theater, we love you. You're an ally. You're one of us.
Let me tell you something. Hey, Winter. Hey, Winter. Let me just say for the record, her name had better not been Laura.
I'm gonna keep it more real with you because I'm a real nigga. Quit bringing that white woman to our functions, nigga.
Terrible.
Keep that cracker girl out. Keep that dandruff queen at home, nigga. Keep them cum colored looking people at home, nigga. Black folk function here.
I always say, watch out for the porcelain posse.
Like I always say, man. Dandruff roaches be crazy, bro. Let me tell you something.
Her name was Diana. Ooh.
DjTsu. All that lice in her hair. See, I'm talking about that could be still your girlfriend. Let me stop talking shit.
No.
You're like this, man. Nigga, I'm still. You be like this, nigga. I'm still fucking her. Let's stop it.
I'm like, you know what, Cap? Oh, you probably already got the idea already. I'm just saying it involves you, her, and that song, MJ, Dirty Diana. And I'm gonna leave it alone at that.
That's a layup.
That is definitely a layup.
That's why I put up chapstick for 2.5 seconds. Really.
Yes.
Michael Jackson fan over here. Shimon in his ass. No, I'm playing.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, that a lot of the scenes when it comes to all that, you know, when it comes to the death of slave of slavers, I love seeing, you know, them die, you know, real slow, sometimes real good, boy. You know what I mean? So,
but also we get probably the best scene that a lot of people still talk about to this day, and it feels very accurate, is the clan members. They're trying to get.
If this wasn't the Tiki Torch whites to a T,
Bruh.
Now to make it very clear, y'all, to make it very clear, this is before the Civil War. So no, this is not the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan was not made until after the Civil War because white folk was like, damn, we got to make sure these niggers are still scared of us.
So what you're saying is this is like
that's a different thing.
So this is the Diamond Dogs before, you know, Foxhound.
You know what, Chris? I want to say, how dare you say that about Kojima shit? But you know what? Fuck it, man. We're about to get Metal Gear. Look, fuck it. Metal Gear survive, exist. So might as well just go. But yeah, nah, man. This scene had me
what
dying.
What do zombies have to do with Metal Gear?
You know what?
Not even Konami knew.
I like how there was. I like how
I love you, Mr.
There was a
Kojima.
nigga with the last name Ito that worked at Konami and was like, "We gotta put zombies in something." We got the Hideo. We got the Kojima engine. I'm saying, let it happen, and we see what we get out of it. Do you know that they're still selling that game for like what I would consider full price, which is $25? Who is doing that?
It is the most bizarre what if Metal Gear game that's not Metal Gear.
Whatever. Anyway,
I got nothing.
Yeah, I have nothing. Anyway, so later that night they go out there. So what we gonna do? We're gonna sneak up on that nigger. Second Don Johnson put on that freaking mask. Ah, damn it, I can't see. Then everybody trying to make a
Can't see out of this shit.
God damn, like I can't see out of this shit. Can you see out of it? Well, I can, but when we're started moving, I can't see nothing out of it. I feel, yeah, personally, I don't like it. We can take it off. We're fine then. Take it off. Take it off. My wife just had to stay up all night getting 30 sheets together for you ungrateful sons of bitches. She asks me for anything else.
All I hear is criticize.
Here's the thing. This goes into what I like to say that white people, here's the thing. Y'all intentions are good with a lot of shit y'all try to do, whether if it is going into the negative or positive. And this made sense. Hey, let's jump on. And y'all, they found every single way of screwing that up.
I mean, it's just the conversations that I can't see if you got this shit.
Why does it matter? The horses can see. That's the whole point of it.
But we can't see. Which
like
shout out to Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill,
a lazy eye.
Jonah Hill, all the way Jewish. But I messed up mine.
You messed up mine too. My favorite one was the others. Like one of the dudes was like, "Man, can't you see out of this thing? Not too good." It's like if I put it on and don't move, like it's okay. But then when I start riding around on the horse, it just gets to moving all over the place, and I can't see after that.
You know what that seems out to me? That to me is all you white people like, all right, the government gonna come up on us. We have it in here. Ain't no Marines gonna stop us. Cecil. You breathing kind of hard, boy. You all right? I'm all right. Well, I didn't eat all day, and I just want to make sure that
got some beef jerky.
God damn it, Cecil.
Now, when we stormed the Capitol,
dude, well, I wanted to, but
got this Captain America shit. You see?
So I got a question.
I got this Monster Hunter spear.
Yes, Justin. So I got a question. When we go inside the White House, that's the Capitol. The Capitol. When we go inside the Capitol, do we all jizz and AOC shoot at once, or do we take turns? God damn it! We talked about this, boy. Stop throwing your semen everywhere. Well, I thought that was the whole point. That's the only reason I came on the bus. I wasn't really sure we were doing anything. I thought it'd be a cool thing to do. I was going to put it on my TikTok. Don't put it in your TikTok, boy. So what do we do? So what do we do? We go in there, heads on pikes.
Like this is 31. This is 31 flavors of terrible.
So does anybody got a real axe? I got an axe. I said a real axe. Oh. Yeah, I got this at Party City last year. It's so cool, right?
God, they really broke into the Capitol. It was just.
Well, Chris.
Whiteness never ceases to amaze me.
I was about to say, Chris, what do you? I mean, look, Chris, it was like this.
You don't want your top military guards to be decapitated, heads on pikes around the Bastille, okay? You don't want that. La résistance! Okay, you don't want any of that, okay? You don't want that to happen. Our king is a great! Vive la révolution!
D, how long have you been sitting on these clips?
Sometime.
Long-term booking.
Long-term booking, nigga.
So, all right.
Long-term booking.
Right, so
them running towards the fucking thing. They can't see people falling off.
You couldn't see anything, and
they got and they got pit, and they actually got fires, man.
Like they actually had torches. They drove to the First of all, I love the decoy game. Okay, the fact that both Schultz and Django had decoys of them sleeping under the stagecoach, and and the moment they were like, pull him out. And they're like, there's no one there. And then come to find out, they were way on the hill over yonder. And all I heard was, yes. And I heard Dr. King Schultz, Vita saying, one shot.
Don't worry, Harris. Don't worry.
Look, I can see their parachutes. They're okay.
Yes, very much this. I knew something was up when you saw him take a bunch of sticks of dynamite and shove it inside that false tooth above the cart.
Into the tooth, yeah.
Tooth.
I knew something was up. I'm like, oh, they planning something. They definitely playing something.
Cinema moment with the blood splatter on the horse.
On the white horse.
You see,
the white horse in panic.
I mean, put it like this: whoever
hits that ground,
whoever survived, all ran for the hills. They were like, "Nope, I'm not dealing with this."
I mean, look, that spooked the horses already and shit. But like, thus we conclude that saga, and Schultz and Django have a conversation where basically, hey, if you go bounty hunting for me during this winter, we can split the funds and you'll have money to be able to properly buy your wife, and we can go our separate ways.
Prior to that, sir, it was this moment that we got to see Django be a natural marksman.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sniper wolf over here.
Sniper Negro, if you ask me. Sniper black.
Nigga black.
Nigga wolf. I hate how we do this every single episode. So please subscribe to all of our content. Like, hit the like button, hit the notification button. Don't forget, 3 Black Geeks love you, and we love donations of $1 or 50 cents, or say you like say you think our balls are big. Come on, we ask for much.
You said nigger wolf, and we really did get nigger wolf well against Solid 4.
We did. MGS4. Crying, but still
crying
nigger wolf.
No, hold on. Crying, and one of our white followers saying she was a nigger. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like
it's like, all right, Chad, chill. All right,
all right. Hey. Look like that one white girl. Hey, Lisa, bring it in, Lisa. I mean, you're like, come on. I know your husband is my color, but stop smooth it in. All right.
She made a very compelling weeping Negro.
Hey, it's 10:30, Susan. Come on. Get Jaden and make sure he's in bed. Anyway. I like how every white girl wanted a mixed baby and called him Jaden. That is amazing. That is such a hive mind. It is nasty to me.
There's a specific hairstyle for a Jaden.
Oh
kid.
Man, you can't have all the way nigga naps and be a Jaden. Nah, it has to be that curly flowing hair.
So the Mahomes special, what you're saying?
Yeah, you have to be a Patrick Mahomes, or at least a Drake, lookalike. One of the
you also have to be as ambiguously light skinned as possible.
Put it this way: you're one of those niggas.
Tony Prescott, if you will.
Nah. Look. Put it this way: you're gonna look when you run and it's cold outside. Your nose get like a little bit red. You know how white people's nose get fully red, but black people who are like just the tip get red and nothing else.
Captain Winter, you win, sir.
Here's the thing.
There's a subgenre on the
I was about to say thank you.
That.
Yes. And let me tell you something. Full disclosure. Hold up, Harris. Full disclosure.
The lady cops.
Look, full disclosure, y'all. This is what happened. Sarah J. Yeah, nigger.
Keep going.
No, here's me. Yeah, I think I had enough of her right now.
I think
Hold on. Flip side, y'all. Gianna Michaels, nigger. We'll be back in business.
Cowabunga it is, baby.
Hey, Keep an open mind is what the Wade says.
Understand one thing, dude. It's first of all, it's the trash. It's the trash talking Queen Gianna. Only she can get away with
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Sarah J called me the N word. Run up.
It's like we're ready to box. I'm ready to box.
Hey D, what if Laura Phillips called you that? I'm slapping it because I know that's what she like.
Gianna Michaels is unhinged behavior. Jesus.
She's very unhinged.
He's like this.
Yeah, thank you.
That laugh.
I seen Gianna Michaels I see her literally get DDT by Rico Strong, and she laughed and immediately flipped over and hiked it up in the air, ready for more.
She turned into staff barbershop in there.
We don't talk. We don't respect the blackness of Gianna Michaels. We don't make white women like her a lot. We don't.
Italian pog.
That's a white girl that know how to play.
I would like to imagine Gianna selling a DDT.
She sold it.
One of her boobs hitting her in the head. I like how Gianna Michaels have a positive track record with black men and yet a negative one with white guys. It's hilarious to me how that worked out for her. Gianna, what, the one that used to spit in black dudes' faces calling nigga? Yeah, she was hot.
I don't know whether that's the slave in us that's hot. I think that's hot or what. Question. I don't know.
Like, all right, let's just be real. Since we're talking about that industry, you can, much like sports, you can still see the slavery tropes. Yeah. And I'm not talking about yes, man, saying you just bang her and shit. No, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about big, brooding, big black guy, dick this long. You know what I mean? Like a tiny white woman. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Well,
those tropes existed forever, young, and they really got really bad in America during slavery time because it was weird. White men was like, I'm not going to let that happen to my Cindy Lou, and white women was like, hey, Buck, why don't you come over here and talk to me real quick?
And thus,
look, hold on. 2 hours later, he raped me. You do that, Buck? No, I didn't do it. She told me to come in here. You lying nigger, pop. and from that day on, white women learned all they had to do was say the black guy did it. Now you know American history. For more depressing ass American history facts, keep watching 3BG. D knows a lot of the sins, a lot of them.
Brought to you by viewers like you. Nah, there is such a thing as cucking, and that's pretty much what that was. You know.
Just imagine Ms. Your Candy. Now you see how the Negro strokes differently from the white man. I think that's because they're so subservient right here, and that makes them.
Dude, there are actors. Okay. There are white actors that we talk about.
I like how you had to straighten that out somehow.
Yeah, we got to get that corrected.
There are white actors that we talk about where they play the role of racist so well. You're like, you sure you ain't racist? Leo was that guy.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
To give Leo his credit, I'm gonna say this about Leo: while he was down for the cause to play the character,
oh yes,
it was his lines and the fact that he had to say the word like nigger so many times. He was quite uncomfortable with doing it, with delivering the lines that he had to look to Sam Jackson for the green light. Like, is it really okay for me to say it? You're not going to hit me if I say it right.
I mean,
it's
dedication.
And Sam, of course, me and Sam, nigga, if you don't hurry up and just say it and get it over with.
Yeah, be an actor.
Like, be an actor. Say the line.
I mean, yeah, it's just.
I think you know, to be honest with you, I think.
Come on, man. I'm like, come on, man. I spent Christmas at your mama's house. All right. It's like we family, bro.
I think if you're white and you really do believe that that's wrong, and you shouldn't say that, has to be your mind.
Oh yeah, it's troubling. I mean, can you imagine the decompressing that you do after this movie? If
I
you're
think
Leo, like that's probably like I gotta get the fuck out this country tier of like gotta go to Riviera or something.
I think that's why Stone Cold felt the way he did, because I think Stone Cold, he's from Texas. Ain't no way in the world you tell me that's the first time he said boy and nigger. Ain't no way in the world. But that being said, I would think for Stone Cold, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, you just simply don't want to do that. And you have to put yourself in that mind state. And I don't have proof that he used to be a racist before he got into WWF and met like Papa Shango or some shit. I'm not assuming that. But let's just go with that idea. He had to go back to when he was racist, a person that he isn't no more. I think that's tripped out for those white people. You know what I mean? Where you're playing the monster that you used to be. I think that sucks. In the case of Leo, who is Hollywood racist anyway.
True.
I'm sorry, how many black movies did you do? Besides Harold Perrineau in Romeo and Juliet, how many black actors have you acted beside? Yeah, exactly.
DjTsu.
Yeah, okay, one. Yeah, there's another one, but still. That being said, though, Leo, you are not exactly Bernie Sanders. Shut the fuck up, okay? Just say nigga.
First off, Leo does not have the impressionable swagger of a Jewish guy. First off,
that's what I'm saying. You're not Donald Sutherland who marched with black people. You're not a figure, a white person that's legit one of the figures that want to stand up for justice and all the rest of that. You're just a liberal white guy that really wants to align your politics to I'm one of the safe ones. Let's not sit here and think that your ideals is just like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. Shut the fuck up. That's not true. Like, be an actor. Just say it. And that's really where it lands at. But a lot of actors, and that, you know, come on. We talked about Team America. A lot of actors get a big head. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. Matt Damon. I'm not racist. They love doing crap like that. Like we're all holding hands and we're all united and shit. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yes, across America.
You hit your toe. Look, if a black dude, you mean to tell me that a big black dude comes across your way, steps on your feet, keep walking, what's the first word that's gonna hop out your mouth? Big black motherfucker. Exactly. Shut up. I don't want to hear that.
Nah, but them meeting Calvin Candy though, that whole thing of that
Calvin Candy.
the
Candyland, if you will.
The meme of turning around.
Oh man, yes. That what I liked about it was the amount of smoke that came out of his nose when he dipped his head down. So yeah, we already talked about the Mandingo fights and how they might have been real,
but also
I wouldn't say they were.
Of note, we have a dark chocolate woman at the bar who is Calvin Candy's side chick, more or less.
And so we just showed her, and that was it.
Well, you know, we just know she's the house nigga.
Yeah,
clearly.
Yeah, I know.
Clearly.
You want to know how I knew? She had the best dress, and that's all you need to know. Hey, that was a black woman right there, nigga.
that's a bougie ass black woman.
So what's your name? Damn, you talking pretty. What's your name again? What? That sound French. That's the type of slave she was. She talked real pretty.
That's a bougie ass black woman that would vote Republican.
I know you wasn't talking to me, Calvin. That's when you know you that comfortable.
Pretty much. She was woo. I mean, that is, yeah.
And speaking of comfortable, Schultz was right. You're gonna have to play the part. And as much as I hate, and Jamie did the right thing. Django did the right thing, where he's like, "What you mean? Like, you need to be a slave master." He's like, "Hold up," because even us black people, even to this day, we even say that there ain't nothing worse than a black man who's gonna sell his own people. No, hell no.
He said, "Listen." He said, "Listen, let me tell you something. You know, it's one thing to be the house nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, house nigga is one thing. Ain't nothing lower than a black slaver.
Woo,
Ain't nothing worse than that.
Ain't nothing worse than that. Now,
And you want me to play that?
Now, I feel y'all with something that's gonna fuck y'all heads up. That was one of y'all ancestors. Oh, yeah. There's quite a few of us that came off that tree. That our great grandfathers was that nigga, but he was free though. And he wasn't like the rest of these niggas. Now, if that trickled down into y'all still being a Republican family, that's deep as shit. But but still, yeah, that's a very real thing. Those guys, they were very few in number, but they existed in America at the time. And yeah, for us, they were worse than white folk. And that one, and I give Jamie that one little point, like, what you looking at, boy? Like when he said that to me, my blood boiled. Like, this nigga on a horse just called me boy. Look, I got mad for the slave. Like, the fuck you talking to me like that?
I mean, but just
go ahead and get the molasses out your asses.
Nah, but just any of these white folks here.
Dude, but just him like having to actually
I'm sorry, Chris. And on some real shit. For any of our white folk here listening, for black folk, that is scary to us. Where a black guy who has every intention being more evil than a white person. That's a nigga that is unchained, and you like there ain't nothing worse than those black because they are cold. They don't care. They ain't and I'll be real with you. They still exist, but they very few and far between.
D, you said it.
What?
That is a nigga that is unchained.
Oh God, I hate you so much. We have to do it now. Thank you, Eris. Thank you. I said that nigga is unchained.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
So while Django was unchained on that horse,
playing Rick Ross, I
gotta give it up. I like the fact that we went from that one Western guy to always say he's a hunting on the radio, those dudes, and then you get Johnny Cash, and then you get some other almost Ennio Morricone sounding song. Then all of a sudden, 40 acres in the mule ain't enough for me.
Oh, a little bit pepper.
And here's the worst. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Rose.
Rose. May that music playing in the back, baby. You know what it is.
Lubella.
Look at the sauce, baby. Your mood is chill.
Most overpriced ass fucking liquor.
Let me be honest with you. I love you, Rick Ross, but I am so tired of Rick Ross. Oh, I am so tired of this nigga.
Dude lost 50 pounds of eating pears and shit.
I like how this motherfucker said, I'm going to diss Drake. And basically said, white boy, 1,000 times. I like how this dude lost weight, a lot of weight, and said, yeah, I was walking around, I did what I had to do. It's like, hey, yo, Rick, we already know what Ozempic is. You're not fooling nobody.
Probably worked out a little bit.
No one. I'll give it up. Rick keeps the gut off kept the gut off way better than Busta Rhymes Ozempic 1 week. And it was like, yeah, man, so I'm down to my weight. Let me get them oxtails. Let me get them oxtails. Let me get them oxtails. Let me get 5 chopped cheeses. I can eat that shit now, man. I'm smaller. This is the real function right here, my nigga. We about to collaborate some real special and epic right here with this food I'm about to eat and gain all of that plus 10 pounds back.
5 chopped cheese, though, sir.
It's the squizzard.
Dog.
Oh,
but just that whole sequence of him and Walter Goggins going at it and shit was fucking hilarious because Walter Goggins, our patron saint of white man that knows how to be racist.
Our patron saint of racist white man. So what? It's just him and Michael Rooker and no one else.
That's good.
Like
Michael Rooker was doing it. Michael Rooker did have the market corner for a little bit on that for a second.
But Walter Goggins, nothing against Michael Rooker, is a better actor than you, Mike. I'm just gonna be real with you, and that's not even me trying to say that you suck. but Walter, when I saw him, I'm like, oh, Quentin just want to squeeze him into the movie. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Hey, he's like you. We said when they both drew guns on each other or some shit. He said he's like you a fine nigga boy or whatever and shit.
Well, I got the moment for you right here. You better listen to your boss, white boy. Oh, I'm gonna go walking in the moonlight with you. You want to hold my hand?
I love the line later. They're like, all right, niggas, let's get a move on. That means you too, Moonlight.
When he said that,
my black soul. Keep talking to that nigga. Keep talking to the hillbilly. Keep talking to him. Talk that. No, what your girl said? Talk that sass, nigga. Talk that sass.
First of all, when the fact that he got off the horse just to walk up to old Hoot and yank him and the horse off,
dude, that's some shit. That's like dragging somebody out their car.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here's a funny thing. Do you know how many slaves knew how to do that?
Just snatch somebody off a horse.
See, here's a little trick the white man don't know.
It's like,
boy, he pulled that gut out of them. Them white folk. Boy, look. The second he threw that horse on top of that, he pulled his gun out. All of it.
Whew, how that made it into television still.
My bad. I didn't mean to play it again. My fault.
That still astounds me that made it into television.
Let's be real. That's what they thought. Obama's presidency was. It's gonna be. Just.
No, that's what they thought when Kamala started running.
No, that's what Elon thought when he's like, what Washington D.C. is so beautiful. Black Lives Matter. What?
Hi, Hitler. It's like, whoa, hey, buddy, what are we doing here?
No, I said that my heart goes out to you. That's what I said. That's what I did. That was my gesture.
Time for a second.
When you were a meme.
No, that was just my gesture of my heart going out to you.
First off.
No, first off to you. Why are you denying that SpaceX is not a good?
When he said my heart goes out to you, I was like, that has to be bar none the most audacity of white privilege.
No, white privilege came the very next week. Here's Steve Bannon. You just come on. I got y'all.
I can't take this shit no more, man.
You know what was great? You know what was great for 2 seconds? I knew she wasn't going to win. I told this to Eris a couple times, Chris.
I said it to D that she wasn't going to win. I knew
Kamala wasn't going to win. But you know what I like? You know what I like? Remember after the debate that her and Trump had, and there was that 4.5 seconds that we all felt when she read Trump like filth, and he was like, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. That moment was just like, oh, you got beat. And I knew, you know what I said? Oh, bitch, you sold your fate. You know the white folk ain't gonna get you now. They are not gonna pick you.
You beat up on a retarded kid.
Yeah, you pretty much
embarrassed a boy.
I'm like, listen.
Here's the thing. White people love white on white crime. They just don't like black on white crime.
No, wait a second. Because what we saw was
I can't breathe.
No. That's what that was. No. What we saw was was 2016 2 Electric Boogaloo, Political Boogaloo, where the moment
Political Blue Boogaloo,
where the moment that Kamala. Hold on a second.
Oh
What?
shit.
Oh shit. All right, that being said, this
Oh,
right here,
bro.
this right here. Now, I don't know how true this is. I don't know how true this is, but that is one of the most Quentin Tarantino things to say.
It really is.
Yeah. You see, he's actually a great grandfather. That sounds like something Tarantino would say. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of nigga nobility. This is
Look,
etched
man.
into our bloodline and shit.
And
Yeah.
obviously, it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. He has to get his favorite stunt girl, Zoe Bell, to play one of the people for the gang that works for Calvin Candy.
He always get the same people. Like you see a bunch of the same people in here. James Remar was in this movie. There were two Carradines, two of the Carradine family in here. Michael Parks' son was in the movie also. Usually you will see like a Bruce Dern or somebody else. I'm missing the other usual actor you always have in these movies like this. But you would think you have another person on that level here. But this still was chock full of people he either worked with or people you can tell that he's been trying to work with for a while. And they're not even top of the line actors. That's what makes it so funny to me, man. That's why I think it's cool in a movie like this. That's why all of a sudden you see Jonah Hill. You're like, wait a minute, hold the fuck up. And by the way, I feel as though that Don Johnson is one of the best racists that I ever seen on screen.
Dude, we just talked about it before. What was it?
We're doing Big Daddy. Yeah,
No. I'm talking about the other movie that he was in with our boy Aaron Pierre.
Ridge.
Rebel Ridge. Yeah, that one was like, wow. So you really just lean heavy on the southern racist.
I think it's like this. I think if you know, you can, again. I think Don Johnson comes from that era. Unlike Leo, was like, I don't know, what are the black people going to think about me? Don Johnson. Well, I'm an actor. And hold on, what part? Arkansas. I do declare. There it is. That's how Don Johnson is. He's like, I'm ready. How many times I get to say nigga? That's a lot. I'm gonna make it work.
I mean, I'm just saying, if they ever do a super duper, super serious Dukes of Hazzard movie, Don Johnson could be playing a super serious Boss Hogg.
I was about to say he's gonna play Boss Hogg, nigga.
Be the most super serious movie. It's like, wow, Boss Hogg is actually pretty badass.
Boy, digging this new Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, I just thought about it. We can't do it.
Well, Dixie, Dixie can't have Dixie flag on it.
Dixie flag on the jam car. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't think we ever said it, Chris. It's you and me. We both have the same thing to say about it. We need that Confederate flag on top of the General Lee, bro. We need the Confederate flag. Don't do no weird shit and put like the flag of Georgia on top of the shit. No.
You puss out if you do that. It's like, come on, guys. Come on. This is
like it'd be like the South Carolina flag, and on there it'd be like the South shall rise or something in there that's vaguely Confederate, but not all the way Confederate, so they can get away with it.
The South shall rise again.
You know what? I like how white folk have been saying the South shall rise again for 100 years. And yet, the South has failed to rise, but only fuck up presidential elections. That's all this has really accomplished. That in Disney World, really. That Disney World, the SEC. That's about it. That's about it.
I mean, the South definitely gave us some good Whataburger, but that's about it.
Whataburger is more Texas, isn't it?
Still Southern. Still Southern.
I got a question. Well, yes, Texas technically is the South. Yes, it is. But okay, whatever. Well, I don't think I know what I'm talking about.
I know.
I think when everybody think about the South, they think about no, dig that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think Smokey and the Bandit too. So
What is with you and your affinity for bringing up white men in cars in the South?
Dude, we are products of North Carolina and one guy from Florida in this group. So I think that's part of the course here.
No, Chris, you gonna say one of y'all niggas. One of you niggas like Richard Petty. I know one of you.
No. Like, first of all, Chris, Florida adjacent. Okay.
Yeah, Florida adjacent.
Wow.
Remember, I am not technically from this country.
Oh, look out! Look, fucking Boris Kojo over here and shit.
Hey, listen, I'm standing on my birthplace. I was there for the Berlin Wall to fall. All right.
We were all there. Mark, you know, Michael Hasselhoff, David Hasselhoff, you know, dance by the wall. You know, hey, turn the wall down.
No. I mean, I was actually there. Is what I'm saying.
So well, yeah, you saw David Hasselhoff, you know, performing at the wall.
Yes. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Smash, Reagan, smash.
Who knew? Fucking season 1 fucking Family Guy. Shit's still fucking hilarious.
Oh, it's still funny. I don't care what anyone says. Season
Reagan
1 is too
smash.
good.
The amount of gifts from that Reagan smash shit had me in tears. I swear to you.
Sleepy.
Reagan sleepy. Gipper.
Again, had no business being this funny.
Oh my god, man. But nah, like that whole sequence when they get to the house and
when they get to Candyland.
They get to Candyland and they get Kerry Washington out the hot box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Again, here's a look. Kerry Washington. I think you're a very, very pretty white. I think you're a very pretty woman, but I think you fall into the strange looking box for D. Hold on, stop. This is not saying you're an ugly woman, because Tracy Ellis Ross is in that same box. But here's the difference: her bug eyes and big booty kind of negates a lot of that shit for me.
especially when the yeeks is sweating.
Here's the one thing I will say, man. Tracy to me still ain't that thick, but I see it.
Diana Ross's kid, of course. Come on,
Chris, don't do that. Diana Ross is built like a number 2 pencil, nigga.
Tell that to Billy D. Williams, sir.
You know what Billy D. Williams said? Bitch was built like a number 2 pencil. Pussy was decent. Decent.
Billy D. Williams saying mid will make my fucking day.
Mid. The one thing I give Billy D. Williams is this. I was telling this last night.
When the Colt 45 hits better than she did.
Shit, goddamn.
His Command and Conquer checks hit better than that. Woo! God damn. Thank you, Brian.
Works every time.
Let me tell you something, y'all. Billy D. Williams, and I really mean this, he is one of the coolest black men who ever lived. Like, it's amazing that he's in his 80s and he still look good. That's a good looking nigga.
That's the nigga that moisturizes and drinks water.
Boy, you like boy.
Alkaline and shea butter every day.
Don't forget don't forget.
Moisturize and drink water. That's too good, Chris.
Don't forget, y'all. All you need is 3 fingers and a scoop of Duke. Black history is every day.
Habibi firebombing got a missile to. If them robbers come through, then I.
We are showing our age with that one there, D.
Dukes. Still got the OG 1938
That's the age of what?
No, I'm just saying, by saying 3 fingers.
He still got the 1938 tin of Dukes.
I was just mentioning, and y'all got uncles from the South that held on to that tin of Dukes way longer than what it was.
Still a little bit in there.
Hold on, you see the blue grease, but you see like red grease in there. Like, how did that contaminate? Like, what happened? What crossbreeding happened in this?
Gotta be real. Them chemicals back then weren't trying to kill you compared to today.
No, I call bullshit. Dukes Dukes all the way up until 19. It had asbestos in it, and you know it.
Hey, asbestos didn't call me a nigga, so you know.
I like, hey y'all want to hear Chris's that is Chris's bottom line. which I keep telling them, you keep letting evil white people through that door because they didn't call you the N-word. And yes, Chris, he didn't call me a nigga. I get it. But the candidates you keep letting through this doorway.
The
It's
bar
a
is
can.
in there.
It's not
Murray's.
Dukes. It's a can of Murray's.
Dukes. Hold on, Tevin. You gonna agree with me? How old are you? That's how it is when it comes to the Dukes. What year was you born? Hold on. Which Keith Sweat song was a hit when you was in high school? That's how you can tell the versus of the Grease.
Christ, man. Black hair care products, crazy, man.
I like how black people. I love this.
Cream of Nature has the black community in a chokehold. I'll just say that much.
But to answer the question earlier, gentlemen, what's Hildy doing in the hot box? Well, what do you think she's doing in there? She being punished. Like, well, what she do? She done ran off again.
Again?
Like, Jesus, Stephen, how many people ran away while I was gone?
Just
Two.
The way he put up two.
He said just two. Talking about last night. They brought her back this morning. Talking about how long she been in the box. How long you think she been in the box? All day.
Dude, that's
she got 10 more days to be in there too. I'm like, Jesus.
Dude, that is some next level like terrorist torture.
That
I'm surprised the CIA hasn't used.
Oh no, the CIA has used it. It's called Guantanamo Bay, Chris. Come on, quit underestimating the gangster of the Lale Lule Low. Come on,
and being inside of a hot box, boy, you ain't never in your life wished that the sun would hurry up and set.
And then you got a white woman that's walking past it every now and then. Oh my goodness,
so hot!
This Delta heat is so hot.
While carrying the world's
biggest... I'm going to wilt like a flower on a summer's evening.
While fanning herself with the world's biggest fan.
Gotta be honest with you, Calvin.
Look, her servant beside her. How can I smell this bitch's feet? And she got shit on. Let me tell you something, white folk. There's a joke that's gonna come up later. And I know there's a white person that's like, wait a minute, that sounds like modern day talk. It didn't sound like a slave would talk like that. Let me tell you something. Black folk, we always held the ability to slip into your language and speak like y'all. So don't do that shit. Number two, Steve is a good example of a dude that's allowed to talk his mind and all that shit. And yeah, Steve, I would get this to Steve, y'all. I say give it in the fact of it's something that's very interesting. Steve wasn't stupid.
Yeah.
Steve was not stupid. Yeah, stupid at the end of the day, because what was the point of even he know who that girl is. Yes, he do. It's like all that bullshit. He know who Broomhilde is, all that bullshit. It's like, nigga, what? Why are you stirring shit? You don't even know the full story and all the rest of that shit. You know what I mean? It killed me. And then remember later on, he clearly says it. Ain't like these white folk ain't never had a good idea in their whole life. Meaning that he sat around them white folk like, y'all stupid.
Taking data and notes.
Taking data like, these white folk ain't clever.
The spook who sat next to the door.
And then exactly. And then you get and then you hear what it was said earlier. He likes to be called Monsieur Candy. So he is French. No. He doesn't speak French. If you speak French to him, he kind of feels.
No, if you speak French to him, you'll tease him.
You'll tease him. Here, all right, Eris. Your nickname is what? DJ Tsunami?
Yes, that's correct.
What if you got mad every time somebody spoke Japanese to you?
I wouldn't necessarily get mad.
You shouldn't get mad.
I wouldn't get mad.
You shouldn't get mad. You wouldn't get mad.
In fact, no. Here's what I would do. Number one, I will mute my mic every time I put down my water bottle. I'm messing with you, Chris.
Hey,
Number two. You
know what's the best part? When he gave you the finger, it was blurred.
It was already blurred.
Blurred for the background.
Tell me, what was the 6-digit code for that movie, Chris? Anyway, no, what I would do,
it's like he looks like the alien on the other side of the window in Independence Day. Oh, with the hand.
No. But if one were to do that, I would listen to the enunciation, if you will, because like if you coming at me and if you coming at me with some phonetic sound in Japanese, I'd be like, nice try. Keep studying.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, I'd be like, keep studying.
No errors, do it right. Keep studying, nigger.
Yeah.
You have to say it like you're walking past them.
No. See, I would
Japanese
be a lot
shonen shit. Like,
no, I would be a lot more. I would actually be more mean with it and say, keep studying, weeb.
so what you're saying is you'd be like when Hiro told Relina, "I'll kill you." Did it?
I will take that invitation and rip it in half.
That rip is like on some like, yo, like that's some like I don't like you.
My sister didn't keep watching the show when she found out that he didn't try to kill Relina after that. She's like, oh, he a bitch. And she stopped watching Gundam Wing. I'm not even joking with you.
Your sister was bringing up very fair points here.
I mean, while the points are fair, the more you watch the story, the more you understand why he didn't do it.
I'm gonna tell you now. Here's a funny thing. D, you're a film critic, yeah, and you say you got it from your parents, yeah. So how's your sister? My sister is the most. Oh my God! Get to the point, ass nigga, to be with in a movie theater. So what are you doing all this for, D? Can't like, hey, sis. It's called the build up. Well, they need to build it faster. Like shit. Bitch, where you gotta go?
Say where you gotta go.
She would literally be fucking probably just crazy watching Dune. Like, so what's going on here? They're going after spice. What spice?
No, why is there so much sand everywhere?
Hold up. You want to know something sick? My sister doesn't fuck with anime like that. She has to know it because her son and I think one of her daughters like it, and so, but she don't care about it. She don't care for it at all. She loves Akira.
Of course she does.
Oh, my sister loves Akira. She thinks the shit is awesome. She thinks that movie is beautiful. She loves that movie. So that kind of gets me.
So here's my problem with that then, D. A movie like Akira, which is well over 2 hours long.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You put her in front of another movie that's just as long, and she'd be like, oh my God, why ain't they hurry this up?
Okay, let me straighten it out because I ain't trying to play my sister like that. But let's put it this way. We know the movies, y'all. We know what type of movies I'm talking about. And I tell you this. Imagine you watching a basketball game and it's the end of the first quarter and it's 12-20. Oh my God. What are y'all doing? Is y'all playing defense? Nobody's playing defense? What the fuck is y'all doing there?
So
why you taking so long?
She
hates bad pacing. She hates bad pacing.
So in other words, the Super Bowl this year.
Mm-hmm. My sister hates bad paced movies.
Mm-hmm.
She can't stand that shit. And even if it's paced properly, the story better make sense because there have been plenty of movies when my sister owned the Babysitters Club, and she's been famous for saying this. I fucking hate that movie.
That movie was the most nothing burger ass fucking movie ever, and I watched that shit.
Oh my God, my sister, she hated that movie so much. My mom got it for her for like a birthday or some shit, and she watched it a couple times. She's like, the black girl only got like 2 lines, and I don't like this movie.
I thought the damn Crooklyn chick was gonna be big. Nope.
Yeah, they ain't do shit with her. They told her not to say shit in that movie.
Say a Spike Lee joint.
Hey, listen to us.
40 acres and a mule.
Listen to us, Laquana. My name is Zelda. Whatever Zanene. Look.
Bro, like
you know what I hate about white folk? Y'all make fun of all of our names, but know how to phonetically say Zendaya. Fuck all of y'all. For real. Fuck all of y'all.
Well, she's married to Peter Parker. You see,
yeah, she was and they thought she was white the first time they seen her. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. They thought Zendaya was white until they saw that name. They're like, oh.
No. They thought she was very welcoming until she said Black Lives Matter, and they're like, oh ho ho, whoa there, buddy.
Hey Chris. She married a white dude from England. She don't believe in that shit. You do.
First off, that is Spider-Man. You will put some respect on this.
Hey, look.
Ain't my Spider-Man.
Peter Parker.
Ain't my
Not Miles
Spider-Man.
Morales, my nigga.
Like I said, ain't my Spider-Man.
Hey, look, dog. In my
Not
mind,
my Spider-Man.
not my Spider-Man. Not my Marvel University.
My
Peter
Spider-Man
Parker,
belongs to Sony.
my Spider-Man.
Ain't no nigga.
My Spider-Man said, yeah, fuck my wife. I gotta keep my elderly aunt alive. That was my Peter Parker. And y'all took him away. My
Speaking of which-
basic dumb Peter Parker. Y'all took him away from me.
Speaking of which, do you feel there was definitely incest with Calvin and his sister?
I'm going to say no.
I'm
Okay.
going to
But I
say
will
no
say
too.
this. I'm gonna say no, but I will say this. Okay, real quick. When it comes to the world of F1, Chris knows the person I hate the most is Lance Stroll. He's a rich fucking douchebag. I hate him so much. Got these big caterpillar eyebrows. I fucking hate him. He's a rich boy that is like straight up. Imagine Donald Trump if he knew how to control a car. That's kind of what he is. Okay,
Yep.
So he has a sister, objectively hot, but looks just like him. Everybody has this theory. Oh, they fucked. Rich people, for whatever reason, you can just tell where it's like, y'all bang.
See,
From my
y'all
understanding,
bang.
her sister.
I'm not
was-
saying, look, it ain't none of
from
my
my
business.
understanding, from my understanding, I do believe the sister is also widowed.
yeah.
Hey, Harris, are you slamming your sister, nigga? Again, none of my business. I'm just asking a question.
But you know what's crazy though? It's like we sit there and talk about like white people are incest, which yeah. But like you look at like black people, what is it like the whole thing of like, well, they're only the fourth cousin, so we're not really blood related. It's like that's
I like how black people do. Look,
no.
Black people, we do this move. So who your uncle? And who's his brother? We ain't related. What's up?
Woo, yes. Like,
I was asking one of my friends. I was like, hold up. So how is she related to you? Your granddaddy's brother's sister-in-law. Okay, you good. You good.
it's like, oh god.
Here's my thing, y'all. Here's my thing. I understand the wedding. I think it's sick, but I understand the funeral. Why are you going to your own family reunion and checking out any women is diabolical to me. Because let's just be real. One of them gonna look good as a motherfucker. And you gonna find out that's your second cousin or your first cousin. So the idea of like, yeah, man, what bitches is at this function? Stop. How bad is it, Chris Harris? How bad is it? I'm going to do family reunion, man. I'm about to give me some pussy. What?
Like, huh?
No. It's too late. Dog, Harris is the best. The watermark has been is gone.
Yeah, the watermark is gone, bro.
You already said it. I'm going to a family function, and I hope some bitches there. You're gonna find out that's your cousin.
That is that, yeah. So that's why I was like with Calvin and his
babies come
sister
out-
when he
look, babies come out, they bottom row with teeth jut up like this.
gonna be a proctor.
See, here's the difference. I think proctors are fine. I just think if it gets cold, they get really cold. Like they're super anemic.
Oh god, we had Harris. We had like 3 or 4 proctors in our graduating class alone.
We did.
I had 2 proctors in my school, and there were 4. No, actually, it was 4 proctors. All of them were light-skinned.
Oh,
But 2 of them were like, we're from North Carolina.
All I'm saying is,
so that told me they went on you and you did research to know who the fuck the proctors was. You were like, whoa. if anybody that's not from the state of Maryland wants to know, they're basically a family of Native Americans and Black people who came together during slavery time. Again, like I said, the history of slavery in Maryland is fucking fascinating. But that being said, they had a big old family, and it's been said that there's inbreeding in the Proctors, and the Proctors have said up and down, no, there isn't. The Savoys, they fucked each other. You can't tell me none of them Savoys fucked each other. If you ever met a Savoy, they all look like Tiny. They all look like Tiny off of all look like T.I.'s wife, Tiny. All got them pit bull noses and shit. The real fine look, and y'all know it. If she a Savoy and she cute as hell, she look like she's fucking Lotto, don't she?
Look, all I'm saying is Calvin Candy was
to me, the Savoy girls look better than the Proctor girls. That's all I gotta say.
Is this Trailer Park Wives? What is this?
Came close, I'm gonna spit all that out.
All I'm saying is
close.
Calvin was somebody that was very overly excited to see his sister. I'm like, I don't
He
know,
just
dog.
loved his sister.
I mean, I was gonna say,
no,
he just. I mean, let's really think about it. When she's pretty much the last of your family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Where's my happy sister? Where's my sister? Like, y'all. Oh, yeah. D, do you miss your sister every day? Would you do that to your big sister? No, me and my big sister fought like Ichigo and Ichigo's dad.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'll be chilling, my sister come out of nowhere, clothesline. What's up, D? I love you, brother. Bye. Step on me and walk on.
But there's a couple of things.
We had an abusive relationship.
D comes back in the room. Helicopter. That will forever be one of the funniest lines out of Breaking Bad. Helicopter bitch.
Helicopter bitch. Anyway.
Line delivery.
Most unintentionally funny line ever.
The whole show is an unintentional funny ass line, though.
like the good Bob Ross said, happy accidents. Happy accidents.
Very much so.
So they get down to the Candyland.
The chess maneuvers start.
Mm-hmm.
Because between Steven sitting up saying who's that black man on that, who's that nigga on the nan and shit. He's already it's already Steven already got
who that nigga on that nail.
He already got fade on sight with Django off rip.
Boy, I love that look because we all seen that look from old black men who don't like any of you, who they just got that look.
Get off my lawn. Stay
that
off my
is
lawn.
Pure. Get off my lawn. That's what that is. Where's the picture? Where's that picture?
That's pure stink meaner from Boondocks energy.
Know what that is right there? Look at all y'all niggas. You know Kamala ain't even black. You know that, right?
Fucking Uncle Ben's Rice. Fucking.
I mean, he really had that look because
angry Uncle Ben,
and it's very much so because he saw Django on a horse.
Nigga.
I guarantee that if Django was walking next to Dr. Schultz,
wouldn't have heard a peep.
Wouldn't have heard nothing.
They would have been friends. You know what? Oh, so you a freak, man? Really? Well, I can show you the good niggas.
because think about it.
He would have curled up to him, yeah.
Yeah, because think about this.
They gotta fuck that up. Yeah, they did. Gotta fuck that up.
Yeah, that was a little too high on the plan. I mean, not to mention earlier when D'Artagnan was about to get ripped up by the dogs. But prior prior to that, Dr. King was like, he was talking with Candy, and Candy noticed, how Django was, doing his thing, acting, right? Mm-hmm. And he said, he sure is a rambunctious sort. Yeah, he is. Might we take a pit stop so I can, put a word in my colleague's ear, on a business strategy really quick. My man had to sit down with him and told him, look, it is Broomhilda. She's at Candyland. Now listen, you need to stop provoking him. You know, stop antagonizing Candy, and stop and stop stop
Nigga,
getting.
chill.
No, he's like, dude, stop getting carried away around these poor slaves. You know, I seem to recall a man who had me shoot a white man in front of his son just to get things done,
And then better eye.
and didn't bat an eye.
It's like you're already in
That
it.
white man, you know what that man told me? In my world, you got to get dirty.
And guess what I'm doing? Getting dirty.
I mean,
I'm not playing the clip again. Fair.
Yeah. I mean, he had a point.
Here's the thing. You know what that is? That is a symbolism of something where it's like white people like the idea of something, but then like when the heat's really on, they back out.
Yeah.
You know what I saw? You know what I saw? I saw this. So why we gotta do any of this DI bullshit? Give me 1 second. Let me talk to my colleague. What are you doing? What are you doing? We don't want this. You want the DI shit? Yes, I do. You want your white women to have shit? I do. I do. But you can't do it. You can't go and get my own people. Really? Really? I recall you told all of us black people vote for Democrat, and we were gonna be all right. We were gonna get everything we want. And you know what y'all did? What did y'all do? We did nothing. You did nothing. So I'm doing it. that's how I see that right
It's like
there.
you threw the Jew. Like, listen, in 2016, you threw a Jewish man under the bus.
You know what? So you know what I recall when we said we don't want the cops to shoot us. You know what y'all said to us? Do y'all know what y'all said to us? What did we say to y'all? You said, "Well, we can finally get lynching off the bill now."
And again, what did you do? You threw the Jewish guy under the bus and chose to go with the woman who stood by the man who got a Hoover in the White House.
You threw all those black women under the bus to make sure those Asian ladies who were getting murdered down there in Atlanta felt more safer. And all you did was made it worse for them.
I like that.
Look, my man.
No,
Y'all
really,
put DI so hard and lost it, and didn't realize it wasn't for us. It was for all you lazy ass white women.
I like that. Got a Hoover in the Oval Office.
I mean, my thing is this.
That went over some of y'all's head, but no pun intended.
I mean, my thing is this. Like that, like for me, Schultz having that look of like shock of the guy getting ravaged. It's like, yeah, it's that. Hey, bro, this is just what it is, you know. And I know, and like I said, Django was just like, all right, it sucks, but
when he saw that, he said, your boy seems to be a little green around the gills there. Nah, that ain't nothing. He's just not used to seeing a man getting ripped apart by dogs. That's all. You know, for someone who's into mandingo like nigga fighting, you'd think that he would be used to this. He just ain't used to that. Some people see things differently.
White, like here's my thing though. I still felt, well, yeah, they look. This plan was already shaky as is. You know what I mean?
The plan was fine until they got there.
Yeah.
It was until they got there and they didn't realize, much like the line from Hateful Eight, you didn't count on the storm, and you didn't count on the two of us. Exactly. You didn't count on a house nigga being more intelligent than you give him credit for.
Yep.
Not to mention, you threw off some red flags by showing up with a Negro on a horse when it's against the law.
For slaves, not freedmen of color.
Exactly. But they don't know. But that's the thing.
I love that because that's actually real law. I'm a free man of color. Fuck you.
No, but that's the thing, dude. That's the thing. Unless you walking around with your freedom papers around your neck like a Rockefeller chain, you like how is anybody to know that you were Freeman?
Harris, first off, let me tell you something. There was this movie. I suggest nobody watches it. I watched it once, and it's 3 hours fucking long. No, it's actually 3 hours too fucking long. It's called Gods and Generals. It's one of the biggest propaganda movies you ever fucking see in your life, right? Now, there's this scene. Now, you remember Coconuts, nigga that played Coconuts and Do the Right Thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that brother. Now, he was in the movie playing a free man that was helping out the Confederacy. Now, did these men actually exist? Kinda they did. They were mostly motherfucking what you call them Teamsters. They're basically Teamsters, you know what I mean? But anyway, he did it because the white man that gave me my freedom papers, he said he was going off to the war. I said I was going off with you. What, nigga?
Tackle.
And then when the white man died, right? He's over there over his body. You're hearing the ooh, 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 music in the background and all that shit, right? He's over there, eyes, watery, one down. And he looked at him. He like this. He gave me my freedom papers.
Tears.
I hate white people so fucking much.
Like,
Do you know that white people think us being forgiving is us being subservient? No, black folk will do nod and we'll go off. You know what I mean?
Oh,
but this
really?
whole this the man that gave me my freedom. I was gonna care for. Shut the fuck up. Ain't no slave about to do that. Get out of here. Ain't no black dude gonna do that. Now, yes, you do have Steves running around it, but they were already house niggas. No free black man is going to be up on no white man like that. That's just so ridiculous, yeah. So when you said freedom papers, Harris, I got a flashback to a shitty movie. Thank you very much.
No problem. But that's
No,
why I
it's
said.
not.
That's why
That's
you're
why-
here. That's why we're
no.
here. That's why we're here for
No. That's why I said. That's why I say you wearing your freedom papers around your neck like it's a Rockefeller chain.
Yeah.
Put that shit's dipped in gold, baby.
Free nigga. Take the chain, start rocking
No, D. Freed nigga. Freed. Surprised some hotel didn't fucking make free nigga like this.
With this hand, I am liberated. With this hand, I am destruction of not just my community, but all. You see, niggas always a fight now. That's enough.
The freed is the white man trying to get
freedom. Here come the freedom. Freedom from hold on, because black people love to get deep. Freedom from alcoholism. Freedom from uneducation. Freedom from
free nigga.
Free nigga wins. If I'm free, you are free. But if I'm a nigga, and that's what look. I love you, Ray Ray. I love you, brother. Real talk. I actually love that scene, and I'm mad I remade it because I love the black man love. I love you, brother. I love you. I feel that, nigga.
But nah, bro, like when they get inside the fucking hole, like inside there and the chess match starts, but like we see the fact that Django sees Broomhilda and it's like, okay.
I love that scene because Schultz is talking all straight up German, so nobody can understand the whole time, but he's just telling her, all right, promise you're not gonna scream. She's like, you're like, yeah, I'm not going to do that, right? Door open up. Hey, troublemaker. She turn around, just see him, just
pass out.
Like, well, Django, I didn't know you had it in you.
Let me be real, women. Number one, yes, that is your man coming back. Somebody you thought died. Your lover came back. But I'm going to keep it real. He came back wearing that shit. You better fuck. Hey, Carrie. You better fuck the shit out of that nigga.
That is a Mr. Plow tier.
Mr. Plow.
I don't want to.
Homer had the Mr. Plow jacket on.
Look. That's the type of love making where when you do it, you start hearing the jungles of Africa all through the motherfucker.
Shea cocoa butter.
Why does it smell like collard greens in here? What's going on?
Why does it smell like collard greens and frustration?
Smell like neck bones in here. What are you niggers doing?
Well, golly, sir, I didn't think you knew what neck bones was.
Well,
you know Miss
Claudine.
Core downstairs. You know there's always a Miss Core. Well, you know Miss Core downstairs.
You can detect. You can detect flavor. You know what seasoning is?
Y'all remember?
Well, look at you. Look at the ultimate white man.
You remember that guy? Y'all saw the video where they were on the news trying Thanksgiving food, and he had like some Cajun stuffing, and he put it in his mouth like, "Oh God, this is so good." And it's like the flavor just hit his tongue, and it's like, "Oh God."
You know what I like? I like that black folk got confirmation from the grandparents. I meant to ask my grandma that, but we're getting confirmation from all of our grandparents. What was the first white meal you ever had? So this is what I did. I went over to the blah 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 little diner, ate them nasty ass waffles. I like how black folk, we all had the same thing in mind. I'm gonna get the white man's chicken. What the fuck is that?
Then we put took chicken, put some herb and spices on it, and bam, it's KFC.
Man, ain't no pepper in this thing, man. Hey man, you got some oregano back there. Why do I need oregano, nigga? You want to make it good, right?
Do you know what paprika is?
I like
how do you know how to read, boy?
I like how the Koreans,
your son taught me,
the Filipinos, and the freaking Latinos all see niggas again. That's how you cook a chicken, man. they
perfected it in a way,
in their own ways. Korean fried chicken, I had it.
Delicious.
Breaded. I love it.
Delicious.
I still haven't had Filipino chicken. Everybody tells me
Filipino chicken is fucking.
Whew. I love pollo. Man. I love the way they make it, especially pollo a la brasa. I love how they do that shit. Yeah? Like it's like, there's so many different flavors of chicken. Give me nigga chicken. Here's some Popeye. Yes.
Spice.
Japanese chicken though.
I never had Japanese chicken. How's it, man? Crispy as hell.
Oh my God.
I like how black folk.
Let me tell you something. Can I tell you something? It was summertime of 2014 in Japan. All their convenience stores just happened to open up something at Family Mart. They were unveiling the premium fried chicken leg.
Dear God.
It was the premium fried chicken leg is probably the most flavorful chicken leg that you're going to get, because you're only getting one. Now you can order as many as you want, as long as they got stock. But
you gotta make sure we have enough legs of chickens.
But the thing is,
low key, this is like you literally like.
I tear the paper off. I took one bite. The juice, all the juice I thought that came from the chicken itself went directly to that chicken leg, and the bag caught it. And I said, "Oh my God, this is amazing."
Tell me you did the fat thing. Oh, ate all the chicken, got the juices.
No, I didn't necessarily drink it. However, I did, take a piece from the chicken and dip it. Yes, I did.
Yes. Be honest with you. I know that's not a patented nigga move, but that to me that feels like a patented nigga move.
It really does.
I did that, and much like with the breaded chicken, if you ever go to Family Mart, ask for the Fammy Chickie. The Fammy Chickie is the greatest breaded piece of chicken that you will ever get in that entire country.
Point is, I kind of want that food that they were eating at the table when they were discussing black physiology of the Mandingos and all that and stuff, and then,
and the fact that they knew that he was talking to Broomhill, they're like, what make that nigga so special? See, that's the one thing that always got me about Steve, is that his whole thing was, I'm not going to allow a black man to be over me. I'm not gonna allow any black to be over me. You know what I mean? And when he saw the whole, first off, the whole buddy relationship to him with Schultz and on Django fucking upset him anyway. Because like you see this nigga as an equal, the hell is your problem? He's a nigga. What is your problem? Beat him, spit on him, kick him. And that just didn't compute to him that you mean to tell me you can be a free nigga and not have to go, yeah, you ain't gotta do none of that shit, nigga. What you think you better than me?
Well, remember, not only did he have to be a white slaver, but then not only did he have to be a black slaver, but he also had to turn around and be a Mandingo fighter expert.
Exactly.
Mandingo fighter expert.
What makes you an expert on Mandingo fighting? I'm curious to know what makes you so curious. What you say, boy? Shout out to Butch. Butch with that double barrel shot.
James Remar with the double check.
James Remar with the double barrel shot.
No, say double check because he played two characters.
That is true.
Yes,
he did play two characters.
And James Remar, once again,
it's the most fucking palette swap. Just put a mustache on them. Now they'll never tell the difference.
To his pure credit,
Kurt Russell was too busy.
James Remar is one of those white men who fight for black people. I love him.
He's in the Warriors, man.
If anybody heard about any of the shit he did as far as being somebody that wants to be a positive force in Hollywood when it comes to race relations and stuff like that. Oh, James is with the shits. He's with the shits, and that's why I love James Remar, man. And on top of that, James fucking Remar, he's a great actor. Even when they give him shitty rating, he does good with it. No, he didn't. He wasn't the problem, but he wasn't good.
Hey, he did that part. He did those bitching parkour moves with the reptiles.
You need to shut the fuck up. You
in the parkour, Chris.
You need to part with this podcast, sir.
Taibo kicks that don't hit.
I mean, he did play Alfred to a black man with a black lightning. Gamby.
Oh God.
Nah, man.
Gamby
at that point, but
we called him Lucius Fox. We called me and Chris called him the white version of that. We forgot we called him Louis something. I forgot what we called him.
Louis Deer. I don't fucking know.
I forget. It was something like that. I forgot what we called him, man. Whatever.
No, but I just like that conversation because Broomhilda and like Django are low key kind of eye fucking while she's trying to keep up the facade that she's with, Schultz. And Steve is like, something ain't right. Like, what's going on here?
Know that girl.
You know that nigga, don't you?
What are you talking about?
Like him? No.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. You know who he is, don't you? I'm telling you, I don't know. I've never seen him before. Now, you wouldn't lie to Steven now, would you? Okay. So you say.
All right. What we'll see, why won't we?
Again, Steve ain't stupid.
He really ain't.
Again, and I look at this and I say this: all of those black Republicans, a couple of them, but all of them, they're not stupid. They know exactly what they're saying. I'm glad black people finally got to that point. Well, you gotta understand their politics is different. No, them niggas know what they're doing. They want to be on the winning side. At this point, they just want to be on the winning side. Because if they cared, they wouldn't be the way they are. So it's like sometimes it's like, that nigga ain't stupid. He about to set all y'all up. But of course, that scene is one of the famous scenes because, of course, everybody like, well, number one, Leonardo DiCaprio was so haunting in that scene, and he did all that in one take. He busted his hand, and it's like,
still kept going.
And he actually did cut his hand, and he just added it to the character.
And the one thing I loved about that scene is that, and I was trying to show my wife this the whole time, every time they cut back to Django and Schultz, they had their hands on the table, right? And I was telling her, that's a different shot. Now, every time they point back to Leo, his hand was still bleeding. That is not an easy thing to replicate. And also, he's in fucking pain. So every time you see him talking right there and he has the blood on his hand, which was every single shot that they showed, that was the one take. They did not do that take again. That was one fucking take.
Yep.
Bravo to Leonardo DiCaprio. That's acting at its finest.
I mean, son,
Not
his
only
hand,
to bust your hand, severely bust your hand. Not severely bust your hand. He cracked it good.
his hand was bleeding out.
Yeah, he cracked it real good. But it wasn't like, like, oh my God, super stitches, in the hospital. It was one of those things like, yeah, tell what's the face to come upstairs.
I mean,
tell
I
her
like.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's probably gonna. All quitting. All right, Leo. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're going to do the scene, but you gotta get you fixed.
We need feet badly.
That scene.
Okay, hold on. Shut up, real quick. When Broomhilda was in that hot box, I was saying to myself, "Hey, Quentin, I swear to God, if you do a pan and shot where it goes feet first all the way up, I will never forgive you." I was waiting on it.
Ashy ass feet.
Kerry Washington feet, so they skinny, got her toes. Her toes might be pretty to some people, but they're like they look like black eyed peas. Anyway. I'm just gonna run Tim to her body type, man. Come on now. Anyway.
So that shot, by the way, of of Steven figuring out, wait a minute. Oh, now it's official. Would you like to see Hildy's back right quick? Oh, you know what, Mr. Schultz, he didn't get to see her back, huh? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. Showed off her back, and I'm like, yeah, that was all the whipping marks and everything that's happened to her since she's been there. And I'm like, I know that right there. If I was Django, yeah, I'd been hot. Anybody non-melanated was pretty much dead as fried chicken in that room.
I gotta be real with you. My wife is gonna hate me. Hey, Steve, why you so excited to show me this nigga girl back?
Man,
I would have been cold.
Yeah, I would have been.
I ain't got no time for this.
Steven probably would have been stuck like, oh shit.
Wait, look, my apologies. Steve, get her out here.
This
is an easy thing to get out of today, but
it really is. No, you're right. You're right, and that was that. It was that tension, and again, passions were wildly high at that point.
I get it, and I totally get it because you want to give that sense of dread to the audience that's watching it too. So when he finally went sold, it's like, oh Jesus.
No, but it was when it was the fact that Steven was so excited to do that, because he's like, I'm getting ready to break this guy. I'm gonna break this Negro.
Smoking gun.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it is anything that I can do right now to rattle his cage, I'm gonna take Hildy and I'm gonna do this. And if he's completely unfazed, or if he tries to change the subject, I'm gonna let it go. Maybe I was just tripping. But seeing how he react, and let's be real, Steven caught everything.
Mm-hmm.
Went back in that room.
I will get again. Your house nigga. House niggas watch. They look. They observe a lot. So yeah,
bruh. He had. He brought in. Listen, I call her Minnie because she runs Minnie's Haberdashery, which was like literally that next movie. But anyway, Minnie.
I'm going to say it for. I'm gonna say it like I say for all big black girls that I know that Lamar off of San Andreas will fuck. She got big old fat ass. So I die every time I hear that laugh.
So Candy called her in and tells her to fix her up, right? And so Steven goes in the back. You said you ain't know him, huh? I said you said you ain't know him. I don't.
It's Kerry Washington, so it was the huh? I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's the ugly. Like.
No. I'm going through. I'm just running through this real quick.
Go.
Like, I don't. Yes, you do, Mr. Steven. I don't. Why is you lying to me? I ain't. Then why is you crying? You scaring me. Why is I'm scaring you? Because you're scary. Hate to tell you, Broomhilda, but you lost that battle. You lost that battle right there. Suspicions is all on you now at this point. You are highly suspect.
Remind me of Harold Kumar. Crack.
Yeah.
Crack. Fucking damn grape juicy.
Oh man, is that grape soda? That's racist, man. That's racist.
Dog, when he poured it and said crack, she just yelling it.
That movie had no business being as funny as it was. Anyway,
Man, jumped out of the plane with no parachute.
but then when he comes back inside, he said, Miss Your Candy, can I see you in the kitchen? Like, why? We're having white cake. What's the problem? Well, you know that like these niggas, you know, they done messed up everything now. Now, I mean, if you're okay letting it go, I mean, I guess, you know, I guess niggas gonna just be messing up the cake and all that stuff around here. I mean, one thing gonna lead to another.
I swear we should have never gave Eris the lines of this movie. I don't know why I told him to act like Steve.
Why, dude?
I'm regretting every second of this 10 penny off of San Andreas. Keep going, nigga. You're doing me proud, but I'm hurting inside.
Like the fact, I like how he was so smooth with it. Meet me in the library. Now,
again, I stand by it. Because Steve is a house nigga, he studies everything. So yes, he caught every second of that.
Off the rip.
Off book.
Because he said, and I quote, first of all, you knew Steven was well in his right to sit the way that he was sitting in that chair with a whole shot of brandy.
Bro, doing this move like this.
And he's talking about, Steven, what is this about?
Sick.
He said, them motherfuckers ain't here to buy no Mandingo. They here for that girl. What girl? What Hildy? What are you talking about? Like, why did they just spend all this money to buy Eskimo Joe? Did he pay you? Did he pay you any money just now? Did he pay you any money just now? No, he said he was gonna get. They ain't bought nothing then. He said, man, they came here for that girl. She was probably Django's wife. Again, Steven is smart.
2 and 2 equals 4.
I know you was gonna say, hey, not all racist black men are right. I was ready for
not
Chris
all
to go.
racists.
Because
you're not going to say that Herman Cain got us.
And he's, you know, and all this did make sense because he said, so wait a minute. Why this whole song, this snake oil song and dance for, you know, for like for a nigga that like for a woman that's not even worth like $300 with a chewed up back. Because think about it. You would have never paid them no never mind for, you know, if they was asking for her off like straight up. But that $12,000, that got you real friendly.
Again, it's like white folk ain't never had a good idea in their whole entire. Again,
wait, dude, hold up.
I will keep saying it. Steve ain't stupid at all.
He ain't. And just to prove how ain't stupid he is, I love this line because this is like something straight out of what I would do when he said, he said, yeah, until you didn't buy it until I intervened. Thank you, Steven. You're welcome. Calvin.
Okay, real quick. You know how all three of us reacted seeing Jamie on that horse, and real talk, him on that horse in this movie just makes you feel good. You know, there is another part that makes black people feel good, and it was done by Steven. Sitting in that seat with that brandy.
Yes.
There is a
being
side
Dr.
of all
Doom level diabolical.
Exactly. There's a side of all black folk. It's the white man's brandy and the white man's study. I'm king nigga. There's something about that. You know what I mean? There's something very intoxicating about that.
When Miss Your Candy dies, This is gonna be mine.
And Miss Your Candy go. Oh, they gonna take good care of me. You know what type of nigga I was to Miss Your Candy?
That was too good.
He loved me more than he loved his mama. That shit, you know what I mean?
But just him breaking that down, and then like you said, Candy having
your nigga from
that,
Florida
that
sound
long.
like that, Chris. Your nigga from Florida sound like that. You see, after Mr. Trump get into office, he gonna take care of a good nigga like me. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
look, you know, Herman Cain thought so, and then COVID said, bitch, I thought. Bitch, you thought.
I like how Candace Owens is still trying to find love from a white man and ain't never gonna give it to her. So, you know, that's the impressive part.
You wanna know why, D? You wanna know why, D? Because there
Why?
is a nigga somewhere that actually wants to fuck Candace Owens, and she's scared of that.
Man, shut up.
I don't think that necessarily scares her.
I'm sorry, there's a black man that's attracted to her. That can't be right.
Yeah, that's a psyop.
There's plenty of guys on a drunk a night will probably go for Candace Owens. So.
Nah, hey yo, Candace, I am not on your side, but that's a lolly lule low. You better watch out.
That's a psyop.
If there's a black man named, yeah, man, my name's Daryl. You know what I hate? Lazy black people. Hi. And he looked too fine. It's a Morris chestnut nigga coming to you. You know what I think the problem with black men is that they don't apply themselves hard enough.
You're right.
Right.
You're right.
You're like so right.
Can I suck your cock? See, because that's how you know she's the ops.
That's how you know she's the ops, because she says cock.
That's the litmus test of blackness right there. Dick or cock.
His slip up. Najee Rombi.
Nick. My milk of magnesia.
Now,
I feel as though that black Republicans have some nigga sex too, but it's the most type of nigga sex ever.
So what you're saying is Colin Powell and his wife is what you're saying.
It's like for as corny black as they are, it comes off very tribal the way they have sex. And
like a black exploitation sex scene.
Sweat everywhere. You know what I mean? And not sweating the hot set, sweating the like, y'all can open up a window.
Unnecessary sweating.
Yeah.
I have one more Calvin Candy line for y'all. It was the whole probably the best setup ever, which led to him cutting his hand. It was that whole speech. Man came back into the kitchen and said, "Now what were we discussing? Eskimo Joe." Ah, yes. And we will get to that in a moment. Broke out the box. Who is your little friend? This is Ben. He is an old Joe that lived around here for a long time. And I do mean a long damn time. Old Ben here took care of my daddy and my daddy's daddy till he up and killed over one day. Old Ben took care of me growing up, the son of a huge plantation owner in Mississippi, puts a white man in contact with a whole lot of black faces. I spent my whole life here, right here in Candyland, surrounded by black faces. And seeing them every day, day in and day out, I only had one question. And this is probably the best question that any sane, smart white person during that time should have asked. Why don't they kill us? Now, right out here on the porch tree, 3 times for 50 years, old Ben would shave my daddy with a straight razor. Now, if I was old Ben, I'd have cut my daddy's goddamn throat. And it wouldn't have taken me no 50 years to do it neither. But he never did. Why not? You see, the science of phrenology is crucial to understanding the separation about two species. In the skull of the African here, the area associated with submissiveness is larger than any human or subhuman species on planet Earth. If you examine this piece of skull here, you'll notice 3 distinct dimples here, here, and here. Now, if I was holding the skull of an Isaac Newton or Galileo, these 3 dimples would be in the area of the skull most associated with creativity.
Quite nice.
But this is the skull of old Ben. And in this skull of old Ben, unburdened by genius, these 3 dimples exist in the area of the skull most associated with servility.
Thought about killing myself.
That is the most white speech ever.
Do you know that because of this movie, not Tarantino's fault or the performance of Leo, do you know after this movie, white folk tried to bring up that bullshit? This proven as science. They tried to bring this back. And do you know that people like Jordan Peterson and a couple of them were trying to repeat that shit?
This racism is killing me inside.
It was unreal.
Here's the thing, everything just about current day is just really echoing that white people would have really just extinct themselves if they didn't get black people, indigenous folks, Japanese folks, and other ethnicities to build this country.
In other words, if they had to do it themselves, oh god,
it's weird.
Ebola 2 electric boogaloo, baby.
The thing that gets me is this, and
Native Americans could have got a second wind.
You know, we heard even black people say this bullshit. I would have cut his throat, and it would have been ended, and all the rest of that.
How would you get away?
That too, Harris. That's the point.
How would you get away?
It's not even how you get away. I don't think anybody understands the state of where black people were at that time, especially in America, and to be living within slavery. If your daddy was on that, if that slave was on that plantation for more than 50 years, then guarantee he was beaten to subservity. He was not just, oh, white man, it's time to wash his shoes. It's not like that. It doesn't work that way. How can you get the whole civility thing and subservience, and you see 2 mandingos beating the shit out of each other? That's the thing that don't make no sense to me. Like it really proves that Candy was like a lot of plantation owners, dumb as bricks. If it ain't had nothing to do with beating the slave or selling him off.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them were stupid. Now, Candyland probably worked just because he had all those slaves there. If you have enough slaves, you too, an idiot, can still have a whole lot of money. That's how that went. That's why a lot of there are still people in the South who are rich that can trace their roots all the way back to plantations, because they were spoiled rich kids. They had everything already given to them. Shit. They don't understand how certain things in the world work. And Candy has proven that several times in this movie that real talk, if you took an ASVAB test, I don't know if you could pass that shit. Just being real.
I mean, yeah. I mean, just that, but like I said, just that. And I think what was funny is like once the dust settled on it and Calvin basically got like triple his fucking money out of Schultz, basically, because it was basically take this deal or we'll kill you.
He was going to get the money anyway. That's what makes it so crazy for me. But whatever.
But like Schultz, again, Calvin being the dick that he is, had to dig the knife in harder by basically telling Schultz that he needed to do one more thing for him. I'm like, oh God, dude, you won. Why are you being an asshole?
Shake my hand. Now, let me tell you something. This is the thin line between black people and white people in moments like this. Black people, I just want you to shake my hand, boy. Black person, I ain't got to see you no more. I'm out of here. White person, my morality, I can't do it no more. No, this is the last stand. Seeing you have that black man ate up by your dog, I don't care.
Nah, I got
Seeing
you.
that woman get beat, I don't care. But shaking your hand is the last straw. That is some cracker shit.
No. I gotta stop you there, D. I mean, I get where you're going with this.
I'm listening.
I was with King Schultz on this one. Candy, white cake. I don't go in for sweets, thank you. Are you brooding about me getting the best of you, huh? Actually, I was just thinking of that poor devil you fed to the dogs today, Dark Canton. And I was wondering what Dumas would think of all this. Come again? Alexander Dumas, he wrote The Three Musketeers. I figured you must be an admirer. You named your slave after his novel's lead character. If Alexander Dumas had been there today, I wonder what he would have made of it. You doubt he'd approve? Yes. His approval would be a dubious proposition at best. Soft-hearted Frenchie. Alexander Dumas is black. The look on Candy's face.
Alexander Dumas was one of the greatest generals in French history. The reason why Napoleon was badass was because he was one of Napoleon's generals, and he was a monster. His stories are amazing. And you want to know what Napoleon did? Oh, shit, you need help.
Not a badass over here.
He got locked up. XYZ, in captivity, banned from being in Paris, yada, yada, yada. Wrote a few books. Three Musketeers, Man in the Iron Mask, Count of Monte Cristo. 3 classics that people are going to be reading
Count of Monte Cristo is...
They're going to be reading that forever. That's my wife's favorite story of all time. Man in the Iron Mask is actually one of my favorite stories of all time.
Because the Three Musketeers, ain't it?
It's kind of a part of the same lore of the Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know all the way. Even to the movie, I actually fucking love the movie. Even though when Leo got out of that mask, his face was still immaculate. Fuck you. But still.
Because, beautiful. Beauty.
All he had was ruffled hair in his face. It's like, I need a scar. I need this one. I need this one eye to be kind of going blind.
You can make a badass, gorgeous scar going across the eye or some shit.
They didn't even try. But anyway, whatever.
Sir, that is Claw from Street Fighter. You are not going to mess up that face.
Anyway.
First off, Leo didn't be like, yeah, you doing any of that shit. So.
But that look on his face, that's the same look that any white person go. Why would you say that? He's black. Really? It's almost one of them. That's a nigga. Who told that nigga how to read? Oh, speaking of which, me and my wife at the same time. Steve, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. Me and Angie. Who taught you how to count, nigga?
Yeah.
I love how white folk would let black folk go. All right, thank you, Bo. Hey, wait a minute, Bo. Why the fuck you know what numbers are, nigger?
Now, D. Right, going back to what you had just said earlier. Shaking your hand, no, that's too much for me. I loved Schultz's response to that. You really want me to shake your hand? I insist. Okay. That quick okay. Walked up to him, sleeve gun, pop.
Nigga caught the who was that? Mary from Trigun. Special. Motherfucking Steve though.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
And that was Schultz. I had the reason.
Schultz, I'm sorry.
Explain the reason.
He goes, I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
Dude, when he did that, I was like, I respect the petty.
I do too. Let me make it
I respect
clear.
it.
Bear in mind, King gave him all the outs that Candy could have taken, and he was not getting the hints.
It's like, you won all that money. Why are you trying to
got the money from me?
Remember the scene I said earlier, Chris? Those motherfuckers don't like getting done over. Remember? Michael Fassbender, why you taking my nigga? You want to taking my nigga away from me? They get real incensed over little shit like that. So yes.
You got doubled. You got $13,000 out of me. You figured out my plan. Well, sorry, your house nigga figured out my plan.
Thank you.
And you're letting the girl go that you don't even care about get reunited with her husband. What more do you want from me? I'm sorry, if I don't shake your hand, this whole thing is null and void and the sale doesn't even exist. Fine, I'll shake your hand. You really want me to do this, don't you? Yeah, you deserve that bullet in the chest.
So what happened next, T?
I mean, look,
All
man,
right.
it was
But
short-lived.
it wasn't real folk blues, but
It was
good
short-lived.
Lord.
Short-lived,
Django
real folk.
took out
No.
half the set. That's all I
No,
gotta say.
it was no. It was episode 5, Ballad of Fallen Angels
It was
first.
Ballad of Fallen Angels, yeah.
My
Django
man.
took out half the set, bro.
And then the numbers game, as they say in wrestling. You can't outrun the numbers game at that point.
All right, Django, I'm gonna blow this bitch's head off.
We got your woman. We got
You know how many times Samuel Jackson has said the line, "I'm gonna blow this bitch's head off." He has actually said that way more than any of us would actually know.
No, if I remember the line, it was, "We got your woman. Billy Crash got his pistol upside her head. If you don't come, like, if you don't surrender, I swear we gonna kill her."
You know what? Thank you, Tevin. I agree. It was one
Yeah.
of those. It was one of those type of shootouts where you had to really show every shot of where directly shot at. This is one of the things I actually appreciate about this and Hateful Eight. Anytime a bullet went off, you saw where the bullet went and where the impact was at. And every bullet impact, especially in Django, everything. You know what I mean? They showed everything. I loved it, man.
What I loved was the that Tupac remix.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that was odd. That was odd, man. That was
they played it. I think it was in one of the trailers for Django. They played that song, so you know.
I felt that was patronizing the black folk when they played it in the trailer.
Look, let's be real, D. That is a trope in trope in Hollywood. You throw some hip hop on it, and all of a sudden everybody's like, "I want to go see that movie."
I'm like, you do know.
I hate how they only break out Tupac in these weird moments. It's just, I don't know, whatever. It's not
I mean, think about this. Call of Duty drops, throw some hip hop on it. Not necessarily till I collapse, but you're probably gonna hear some.
Jesus.
Like, if it ain't that song, it's gonna be some. You might hear a 21 Savage or something on a Call of Duty game trailer.
I think usually when they get what they usually do, they do this overly epic music, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah, they do that. They did that for Battlefield, I think.
It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
Yep.
I hate all of them. They're so obnoxious, yeah.
When they do orchestral, when they do epic orchestral hip hop.
Or it'd be like you're showing Batman. All of a sudden, Batman's like, "This is my city." When I was a young boy, and all of a sudden, I want to do this. And it always play like something like all light, and all of a sudden, the epic. I fucking hate that. I hate Hollywood, man. Golly.
So he gives up, and of course, now Django, of course, he gives up, and boy, to see yourself get stripped of all of your stuff on some Castlevania,
God of War shit.
Yeah, you just have all your stats just stripped away, all your weapons, all your gear,
right to zero.
Now, when I saw that, I thought to myself, bro, we at the midway point of this movie? Because we're pretty much naked snake at this point where he's in the torture rack and he ain't got no access to none of his stuff. I'm
just
like,
got a fork and a rat. That's about it.
A fork, rat, a ketchup bottle.
And let's not forget Walter Goggins' hand on your nuts.
Yes. Coming in with
it's very disturbing.
Fresh hot knife where he's like, He's a say goodnight to your nuts, boy.
I turned to Grey Worm, baby.
I'm like, son, he was really about to do it too. He was like, stay with me now. I'm right here with you on the count of 3. Like 1, 2.
Wu-Tang.
Let's hurry this up, Chris. We have lost Chris. Let's hurry this up. Let's hurry this up. Chris just proved it. that we need to hurry. Let's just hurry up. Let's just go.
No, he just can't. I mean, as soon as he got the 2, here comes. I mean, here comes freaking Steven talking about. Yeah, she decided she ain't gonna snip Django no more. Well, she sure took her time telling me, "Hey, what you want me to do?" And then that's when he said your line, dude. Like, white people ain't never had a creative idea ever in their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's so funny? I feel as though that we said that when we all talked to each other on January 6th, when it was happening, we was all talking to each other. And I swear that one of us said something along that lines, like, white people, if you just did X and B, I mean A, B, and C, none of this probably wouldn't even be a thing for you.
Well, again, current events, hey, Trump, all you had to do was just, sit back and not do anything and you would have been fine. But,
Nah, fuck all that, Chris. Doge is going to do the right thing in the world.
Doge.
The guy that gets his tips from fucking 4chan and implements it horribly.
You know what's great
about invest in that Tesla stock, though.
You know what I like about Elon Musk?
$200 a share, baby. Twitter snatched.
I think it's less than that now.
It is less. It's like it's low.
Just guess what, folks? That means that the banks take Twitter away from him until he pays back their money, which means the mob is going to have to bring Elon's.
That'd be great if the mob was actually legit looking for Elon Musk. That would be hilarious.
I mean, he's gonna take that ride, and he's gonna be like the fat boy on The Wire.
Hey, look, that's why he carries his kid around. That's the insurance. You see,
it's only a matter of time before he gets the General Septum special.
Oh, check this out, man. Elon Musk is a dude that goes in the bathroom and jerks off and looks at everybody. So you don't want to know what I was jerking off to? Huh? No, anybody? Anybody? No? Well, I was masturbating. No? Anybody? No reaction? That's how he is.
Am I cool yet? Am I cool?
I am meme. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you have no friends. It is so cute how he has no friends. He don't even like Donald Trump like that. Like, I love this. Anyway, so
they decided to send Django to the LeQuint Dickey mining company, where you're gonna take a bunch of big rocks and turn them into little old bitty rocks, and they're gonna work you. They're gonna work you till your back give out, and when your back give out, they're gonna smash you over the head with a rock or a hammer, and that's gonna be the end of Django Freeman.
What was it that they said they do real good? They won't even bleed out. What they say?
Oh yeah, he said where they hit you at in the head.
Oh, they cut your tongue out or something like that?
Yeah, they go. Yeah, he said they cut your tongue out. You give them one word of sass, they cut your tongue out, and they real good. They real good about it too.
That they got a process.
Yeah, they do. That crap is set.
I mean, just that whole description of it was just like, it's there, and
white people don't think those places existed. What? Where y'all literally put us in chains and made us mind your minds? Why do y'all think y'all don't possess any of it? Like, I love how white people think we just made up slavery. Like it was a thing that black people made up to oppress ourselves.
And the thing, and I don't know if we mentioned
slavery only existed 2 weeks.
I don't know if we mentioned it in the at the beginning of the podcast, but remember when King Schultz gave Django that handbill and told him to hold on to it? Always hold on to your first handbill for good luck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he mentions that everybody back at Candyland was a part of the Smitty Bacall gang, and he used that through sheer finesse and charisma. And he managed to convince these 3 white people, one of them being Quentin Tarantino, to let him go. He said, look, things went south. My partner got killed. And, and they tricked y'all into thinking that I'm a slave. I ain't no slave. I'm a free man.
Shout out.
And I'm a bounty hunter.
Shout out to getting the actual Australian. Shout out to Quentin Tarantino using an Australian accent. And shout out to Marka Parks going, I ain't using no accent.
Let me just be Michael Park.
Michael
I'm
Park.
gonna be real. Y'all, the guy below me, I like James Colburn. This one below me, give him Michael Parks any day. That's Chris's shit right there. Michael Parks. Oh man, but yeah, I love that. They sat down there, read the letter, and the nigger's right.
Well, first they and giving them credit, they were very highly suspicious of the situation. So they asked the other slaves. They said, "Look, did he come in here with a white man on a horse? Now I don't like liars. You tell me the truth."
And that was a good old Michael Parks line. I don't like liars. that little sniff in.
Yeah. And so so they were like, "Nah, he came in with a white man on a horse to Candyland." And what happened at Candyland? There was a lot of shooting. And the white man, he was like, the white man's dead. But they came in together and they took him out. All right. You got yourself there a deal.
Dude, Django's face lit up because he was already plotting.
Mm-hmm.
I like, what was that joke he said? Like, I like to cut your jip, Mike. I like to cut your jip too.
Nice. Like saying to you, Mike.
I gotta be real with you.
You're all right for a black fella.
I gotta be honest with you. Australians don't possess the idea of what nigga is, but I like how they call us darky. I love how it's like, all right, darky.
Call them Aborigines.
It's like Steve Irwin if he was racist. I love it.
Like Crocodile Dundee if he's racist.
And if I was
Paul Hogan might be racist. I don't know. He looked like didn't appreciate brown skin around him too much.
And if I was Django, I'd be the same way. What's that on the horse? That's us. Like we got we got some sticks of dynamite. Like, I ain't riding on no horse with no dynamite on his back. Bro, how you gonna take a whole bag of dynamite and just yeet it inside of the cart with the slave? Got some dynamite for you to play with.
Boy, I like how black people, when we don't know how shit work and shit like and the way he just doing it there, black people, when we don't know how shit work, we get scared. We really do legit get scared. Ah, shit, nigga. Why just doing the dynamite in here, man? What if you doing it here to blew up? That's how we think.
I mean, if you really think about it, though, that is a mix of gunpowder and a bunch of stuff inside, and one good rupture, one good hard hit. Things happen.
Dude, the way he took out that group is.
But yeah, that's the part that got me. It was the long telling stories. It was a long storytelling too, because those the slave that says something was the main one. What you eyeballing, boy?
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong with your eyes, nigga? That same one, because he gave him shit twice he gave him shit twice before. So when he finally talked to that third time, pass me that dynamite.
I love the full circleness of that interaction between Django and that slave, because you could tell, at least in my opinion, Django really didn't even want to act like that to him.
Oh, hell no.
He really didn't. And I think that the slave, he figured that out. I think he knew he was up to something.
Yeah. So, and you're right. And I'll be real with you. The other part that I cried at, I am not going to lie. Eris, the way you told me what I did the year before, shut the fuck up. The way you told me what I did the year before. But no, for real. Seeing Jamie ride off on that horse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
seeing
fuck
him
you.
Seeing him ride off on.
I'm telling you, hear it up, man. Fuck you.
Seeing him.
That's a superhero, yo. You know what I mean?
Dude, seeing him ride off on the horse back to Candyland was one thing. The cherry on top was the camera panning back to the slave that he had the most interaction with, and seeing him give that smile of approval was
the head nod.
It was the head nod and the smile, and I said, "Yes, all is right in the world."
Do you know how? Reason why I get tear up is that. Do you know how often black folk do that? Where we see one of us doing something awesome, we like, Kill it, my nigga. Kill it.
I
Kill
mean,
it, nigga.
there was
Man.
no
I love
hate.
that scene,
There
nigga.
was no hate in that man's heart.
Not a second of it. He didn't want to do none of that shit. It's like, dog, I got. And that's another thing when it comes to us black folk. Like you said, he was suspicious of it. Like, yeah, you call me nigga, boy, but where you like something ain't right here. You know what I mean? Like, even
Yeah.
Even on top of that, like you have to look at it too, the aspect of like he freed another set of slaves.
Exactly.
Yep. Well, yeah. See, it was Schultz that freed him and the other slavers at the beginning of the movie, and now flip the script is Jamie freeing slaves.
Shit. And in fact, you just now, okay, reality of it, even killing Big Daddy, most of the slaves would have got taken to other plantations. You know how that go.
Yeah, because there was plenty of white people on that plantation.
Yeah, there was plenty enough white people on that plantation, unfortunately. But Candyland got decimated. All them niggas ran. Each and every one of them ran away.
I think also the finale of this whole thing, and this is where when I was in the theaters, it was kind of like, all right, how is Django? Is it going to be like the John Wick style shootout kind of thing? Or is it going to be like a dramatic, like, how's it going to be? And I love the surprise sudden of it where they're coming back from the funeral, they're singing and all that stuff. And then you just see Jamie in the fucking cat.
It's before that. It's before that.
He sees Schultz one last time.
Yeah.
And he gets the jacket.
He catch that gang while one of them niggas was taking a bath. I have the shot, but I didn't censor it. Where it's the dude that was in the bath. Now, dude in the bath gets shot once before. Now, let y'all know that's Robert Carradine's brother. That's David Carradine's brother. But anyway, there's a shot where he's in the tub. He already gets shot. And then there's a secondary shot where he's standing up, dick hanging out, and Django shoots him directly in the dick.
Nice.
And it's a quick cut too. And here's the best part. That was the same white man that was standing out in the snow. Samuel Jackson. That gun. So here's me. Hey, Quentin. You hiring the same dude with the same dick, huh? I like the consistency.
Stunt dick.
I love that's a stunt dick, man. You know how hard it is to get stunt dicks?
Which goes back, and it actually goes back to that flashback of him shooting at the snowman, and Schultz saying, "You know what they're gonna call you?" He said, "You know what they're gonna call you? The fastest gun in the West."
In the South.
In the South. Fastest gun in the South.
Yep. And he just pop, 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 pop. I love that shit. Yeah. So we get to undoubtedly the greatest scene in the movie. These motherfuckers coming in here. Now, I got to be real with you. I do not know the lyrics to By and By, but that is one of the blackest songs to be singing after a fucking funeral. By and By.
For a white man, by the way.
For a white man, too. But also, shout out to Samuel L. Jackson. Hitting that shit. By and by. Like, go ahead, nigga. I'm like, look, that's one of these. Stop it, Steve. Don't say, go ahead, boy. Like, he was singing that shit.
He really was singing it.
And I was just like, Jamie, oh, y'all about to be in the by with him in a minute.
He said, don't feel too bad now. You're gonna be joining Mr. Candy and then the By and By real soon.
Boy, them white men grabbed them guns. Pop, 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 like, yo.
He said, so, Billy Crass. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. I believe you had your hand on my chicken.
The Django! You black son of a bitch!
The D is silent hillbilly. Now. It's a now. Now, I suggest that all you black folks get away from all these white folks.
Not you, Steve.
No, not you, Steve.
Steve had that walk like, I'm about to get the fuck up on out of here.
Not Steve. You right where you belong.
Hold on. I have a Republican friend.
Oh boy.
I love you to death. I ain't gonna say your name. I love you to death. But I know that would be your weaseling ass leaving the fucking room. Where you going, nigga? Where are you going, nigga?
Bro,
when Jamie said that, I felt that about those 8% of black women, those 20% of black men trying to slip up. Niggas. This Trump's America. You right where you belong, boy. Like that's
Never
the way
knew a bullet could eat a person.
boy, Chris, let me tell y'all something. You know what gave me life? Oh, before y'all go, Miss Cole, can you tell Miss Laura bye?
Like, do what now?
Tell
Miss Laura goodbye.
Bye, Miss Laura.
I love how it went from what you say? Bye, Miss Laura.
Bye, Miss Laura.
It went straight to nigga. I love it. Okay. She was standing right here. He was standing up.
Center mass.
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
Evan.
F.
Seven.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
Center mass.
Here's what doesn't make sense. You fire the shot from up top, from the middle. She is on the left side of that room in the doorway. The bullet clearly hit her at an angle, but like you said, Chris. No, hold on. Wait. I'm going somewhere with this, Chris. She got hit at an angle. However, through the magic of Tarantino cartoon shenanigans, she got
in Negro
Jutsu, she got yoinked directly back.
Where did the Looney Tunes cane come out and you? I'd like that Quentin Tarantino told, I don't know the actress playing who played Laura. I forgot who that is. But I like how they gave her a harness. Just so like 1, 2, now, and he yanked it back. And then Django shoots Steve
in the kneecaps.
In the knee. Oh yeah. He said, man. He said, you've been on this plantation, like this plantation for so many years. But before that, you know something? I did not realize that burgundy was my color. Gotta say.
I love that, Jamie.
When he said
all
the right.
I just gotta say, burgundy looks good on us black folk. It really do.
I gotta say, man, ain't no, you know what? When a nigga feeling himself, there ain't nothing can't stop him. That nigga got 12. That nigga got 12 on attack, man.
How do you like my new duds? He's like, yeah, didn't realize burgundy was my color. I counted 6 shots, nigga. I count 2 guns, nigga.
Me.
All right. And I've been waiting, baby.
So, you know,
boy, when he yanked at that other one, I'm like, oh, give it to him, daddy. Give it to him, baby. This is why I stayed in the movie.
You've been on this plantation for so many years. But you know, I noticed something. You never once mentioned kneecapping. How many slaves you seen come in and out of this? Come in and out of these doors here, like Stephen. Like 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 9,999. You know all that stuff that came out of Calvin Candy's mouth, a number? Oh shit! But he was right about one thing. And that one nigga in 10,000. He shot him again.
I'm that exceptional nigga.
Even though he did call him an unexceptional nigga after he got.
There you go. You son of a bitch. They gonna kill your black ass.
You. Huh? Oh, and this is straight nigga at this point. This Candyland, nigga.
This Candyland. They gonna find your black ass. They gonna kill you, nigga. Oh Lord. You know what? That's why I know a Southern black man is dying. Oh Lord, that's a nigga that's in pain.
Oh sweet Jesus, let me kill this nigga.
Lord, let me kill this nigga.
Django.
Yeah, he did call him the Django. The Django!
You uppity.
Neat.
We got to see that house blow up in spectacular fashion.
Yeah.
Watching a
So-
plantation getting blown up, just
There's a video out there.
what was the line that Negan said in The Walking Dead? Ah, yes. This is the kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
I know there's an editor, somebody out there, some girl out there, somebody that was really, really mad, put the face of Candace Owens on top of Steve and put Kamala's face on top of Django. I already know that. I already know that happened. They had to delete that because she didn't win the election.
Oh yeah, there was so much that they had to remove.
The memes were going to be glorious of Trump's defeat. They were going to be epic.
Which is why
White people do what they do best. Ruin good shit.
which is why that South Park moment made so much sense when what was it when Garrison was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And he apologized to his boyfriend, and his boyfriend just responds with, let's see what happens. which is a direct line that they said to the audience, as in, we're not gonna predetermine anything like we did in 2016. We did not think that Trump was gonna win because we had all sorts of episodes already ready to go if Hillary had won. And they had to turn around.
They had the chopper ready for Hillary Clinton.
They had to turn around and redo so much stuff, and they literally went into one thing that they said that they never want to do when it comes to storytelling, and that's the and then style of storytelling.
But
yes, plantation blown up, evil is punished, vengeance has been vengeanced, and
Django and Hildy go off into the sunset, and they live for 10 years until somebody finally actually captures Django and kills him. And Hildy actually runs off to Canada. We don't know what happened to her.
Yeah, no sequel.
Am I being dark about it? Yeah, I am. But I'm bringing reality to this.
I do think it's interesting that there was other stuff that came out of this. Like we were supposed to get like a Django Zorro kind of thing and stuff. Which I was like,
I'm mad that still have not came to fruition, and it's not. But whatever. I was ready on Django and Django and Zorro. I heard the comic was pretty decent.
Yeah, the comic was cool.
Yeah, so I was actually really ready for like.
Well, if we did get it, here's the problem. If we gotten a movie, that would have been counted as one of Tarantino's. And remember, he's doing a set of only 10 movies.
I still think he's gonna do more. But again, we talked about this last time, and I'm not about to go over it again. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. He would have never done it anyway. I think it's too corny to do anyway as a movie. Maybe like a cartoon or some shit like that. But not a live action movie.
But that's Django Unchained.
The Unchained, bro. It's past me right here on the coast, and actually, I meant to look up what's the next show we're gonna fucking do. I don't fucking know what we're gonna fucking do next, man.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I got my fucking. What's this? Oh shit. Yeah, we're probably gonna tell everybody we don't know yet because I don't know where the fuck my list went. Where the fuck my list go? Did I delete that shit?
Jeebus.
This is some bullshit. I don't know. But yeah, because we were supposed to do this movie during February, during Black History Month. But you know what? Like I said, it's Black History Month every day. And also, just real talk, fuck Trump, man. He kind of ruined everything this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. He let's not. I hate when people we can't do it now because no, it's not like that. It's just that fuck it. It's kind of hard to do shit. But anyway, that being said, we're done with that, and I want us to do something that's going to be easy for us to do. You know what? Let's get out the way because I'm not doing that in May because you're going to be gone in May, Chris, and I need you to do that now. Next week, y'all, we're going to do something that we're gonna get back to the roots of 3BG. It's time for some van damage. And it's time for us to talk about a movie that we've been meaning to talk to for about a while and do it again. It's coming back from our first year or second year of 3BG. We're doing Kickboxer.
Yay.
Oh,
Eris,
yes.
Eris, I got a question. A
Mhm.
question. Are you ready for us to break out the song again? I stopped saying Everybody Loves a Winner for about 2 years.
I only say never surrender when it's necessary, when it's earned.
Yeah,
True.
I haven't said Everybody Loves a Winner in a while. I just haven't because y'all kept popping my bubble. D, that one of the credits. Fuck you. It was the D.
So, Kickboxer, let's go.
Yeah. You want to see Tom Poe kicking a steel beam, looking at you going, and then commencing to kicking the shit out of you. Wait a minute, is this the movie where Van Damme was in that bar dancing with the two chicks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was like another movie for a second.
Nah. Well, you remember, you might thinking of it with Bloodsport, where he was dancing with the reporter chick.
Yeah, he was dancing in Bloodsport. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
But Kickboxer next week.
Peace out.
Peace.